Happy Friday! Is that our opening every time?
I think it is.
Happy Friday.
Maybe we're trying to sound extra bubbly because we know we're dead wrong for being late.
LoriAnne can find her pick.
I thought my bubbly skin was just something I have to.
I know. I was all set up and then I didn't know what my pick was.
She couldn't find her pick. You're late because picks went missing.
So I told you guys in one of our videos, this is my favorite pick, so I have to find this one. You're like, hands don't work? I'm like, no, they don't. Not tonight, they don't. Oh, is it on screen? I think that's my ice.
Good evening. Good evening.
Okay.
How is everybody? Hey, Crystal. Half pie. Oh, it's Andy, dentistry. How's everybody? Hey.
I know, Jasmine. I can't wait for fall either.
I feel like we're kind of there because it's really not hot here anymore. I guess it's warm, but it's not like, I think our scorching summer days are over. They are.
I don't know. Then they have that tricky time where it's kind of like they call it Indian summer, I think, when it's still kind of, you get like one or two more of those really, really hot days.
Okay.
So, yeah, but not like the fall weather.
I feel like the tan I got this summer, like that's it. That's it. That's all I get. Summer 2019. Like, there's not really hot days anymore.
Not miserably hot. I know. See, a lot of people are saying that. Lisa Lewis said it, fall can't come fast enough.
Oh, there's Veronica Glover. Hi, Veronica. You got your gift in our P.O Box today with all the makeup in it and the, are they swell? The swells? Swells?
That's what you said they were called. I don't
we
know.
We brought the box downstairs. All right. Wait, they're called swells. I don't know if some people.
You want to bring the whole thing over here?
Won't get ready to snatch it.
That's one of the things in there. Or two of the things in there.
Swell. This one's swell. That's fine.
I love these. They're so cool.
It's just a nice box of goodies.
Is it a water bottle?
A really nice note. And some makeup was in it. I used the
yeah, it's gotta be a water bottle.
One of the palettes was in it. I used this palette tonight. I used this red color. And this little
We had a thickening look going on.
We did. I was like, that's a pretty color, so I'm gonna use it. And
I like boxes like this. It's just like a lot of surprise stuff in there.
yeah, mine is nice pink.
Yes.
I've always wanted one of these. I seriously have. I just the wrong one. Like, I think it is just the coolest. Do you put like water in it?
Yeah.
Like, you put water in it?
I would. Yeah, I would put water in it, right? Right, guys?
Guys, what can we put in this? It's obviously water.
Right.
Like, what else?
I don't know. Your father had one time. He put peanuts in there or something. Almonds it is. So I don't. Yeah, maybe. Oh, you know, like if we went someplace, we could put our craisins or something in.
You can pack food in it. But thank you so much. It was such a nice surprise. Yeah.
I know.
I was like, oh my
We
goodness.
were minding our own business as usual.
Minding our own, shipping all those boxes.
Yeah.
Like the post office lady has been looking at me like I'm crazy.
I know.
And
Like
it's
3 or
people
4 days
walking
in a row. I know.
Yeah.
So you went in there today and you came back with those.
Let's see. It's Leslie LeBron's birthday today.
Yes, it is. Happy birthday.
And he's here on Friday Night Live.
Oh, wow. I know. I saw the exchange between her and Angela. And then you're like, why would Angela ask? She knows she's not going to be here on Friday Night Live. She's going to be out celebrating her 16th birthday. But here she is.
Here.
Blessing us with her presence tonight.
Happy birthday. Okay, so just to give you guys an update on the boxes. So we have sent out, I believe it was 31 boxes. And those are all the emails we have sent out for now. Like anybody whose email we responded to, they've gotten a box. But we still have tons of products. So we have emails to send out. I feel like at this point, people sending emails in, you're probably not going to get a box because there's just tons.
That would be worth like really kind of getting right.
Yeah. Well, I don't even think, because we have like hundreds of things that we're still like going through them like as they came in. So there's still tons of them there. So like it's probably pointless at this point to send an email in. But if you did already send an email, we could respond to your email. Yeah, because we I was like, I need a break. I'm like, I need a day. Because I have a new respect for small companies who do this by hand. I didn't even think about when I was like, you know, we'll have it done in a week. Like, we basically had it done in a week, but oh my gosh, like sitting on the floor with the person's 5 products, having to like make sure everything's sealed tight, having to tape the sides, having to bubble wrap each individual product, stick it in the box, stick the cushion in there, tape the box. Oh my gosh, like
no more will we be on that bandwagon of complaining. It's over. We will no longer complain because now we say a small black-owned business or any small-owned business, but we always in the community always talk about small black-owned business. And this week we were a small black-owned business, and we only had each other. 1, 2. That is it.
Yeah, we were filling out everybody's like individual cards. Okay, this in your box. Everybody had like a card in their box. Like, this is what's new. This is what's used. Like,
and I literally hand wrote all the messages on written messages with my
and then
hand,
each box had 5 or 6 products in it, depending on like how big the product was. So if the product say its full size say was 4 ounces, then that person would get 6 products. So I'm like, that's a little microscopic thing. So
because we are already in the community complaining about 8 ounces, so we know 4 ounces.
But the bubble wrap thing got me. I'm like, oh my god, having to bubble wrap every single product. But someone did get we did get an email today from somebody like, oh, I got my box, and she was praising how we packaged. She said she loved how we packaged it because we're like, we don't want no mistakes, nothing exploding, nothing, whatever.
We took pictures of how we packed.
We took pictures of everybody's box.
That way, if we get any emails about complaints and y'all try to expose somebody, we took what it left here. That's how it was.
You know, we only got 3 products. Actually,
no.
Here's your box. Like, so you know, we covered
all our bases. Things that I would look for when I buy things, and so we made sure, because we are not seriously a small black-owned business, so we just dotted all of our I's and crossed all of our T's.
Yeah, but if you have already sent an email, and we will be sending more emails out probably starting tomorrow, because I still want to move these products out of here. There's still a lot here, so I could see us probably doing maybe another 20 or so boxes. I could see that, another 20 or so boxes. So we will start from where we left off.
Whoever follows me on
Facebook,
I kind of took pictures of you packaging things yesterday, and all those great big kind of gray containers, those were the ones that were filled to the top. And now they're filled.
But if you have sent an email, it is important to kind of be on your emails, because you could get one, because there are people who we've had to say, disregard our email because it's been 24 hours. We give you guys 24 hours, and if you don't respond,
it's so long.
There's so many people. So you have 24 hours to respond. If you don't, we move on to the next person, and so we've done that a few times.
It's like when you enter a giveaway and you enter it, then you walk away and then people can't find you. Like, why enter something if you're not going to be around checking emails, the excitement to see if you won? Maybe people think that they're not going to win, so they don't bother to go back to it. But when we're pulling, and we would send out the emails that, we selected your email, and we don't hear from people, it's going on 1, 2, 3 days. It's like, no, because there's too many people on the list. So don't send an email and then not keep checking for it, because 24 hours and you're out, and then we're moving on to the next person.
But it's a lot. But I honestly, I said to you today, it's like, oh my gosh, I missed my person. Like, I don't even remember what we gave away so far. Like, I really don't. Like, remember, the box is sealed, it's like, I forget what's in there, and it's gone. But I've been putting my heart and soul into those boxes, trying to build the best box for the person I'm working with. So hopefully everybody gets one, likes it, and we said a week in that video, but it's gonna go past a week because we still got a lot of product here. But, okay, so there's a few things going on. I just noticed Beagle said something bizarre happened. She ordered some products from Trey Lux, and a chunk of the product was missing when she got it, but because they're small black owned, I didn't want to ask for a replacement.
Why?
Trey Lux is small black owned?
I don't know, but I don't even know if they are or not, but it doesn't matter how small or how black owned they are. The fact is that you ordered something, you paid for something, and if something was incomplete, and I'm sure they would want to remedy that, I would think.
Yeah.
Like a company like that company that didn't want to remedy my problem, so I would hope that people aren't like that.
So in my hair, I'm eating a cinnamon roll. My older brother thought he was going to roll up in the house tonight with a box of cinnamon rolls and not give me one. He had 4. Next time there was 1 in there, and him and Adam were eating them, and I was like, wait, you're not going to give me a cinnamon roll? He said, well, take it, you can have it. I'm like, I do want it. I want it. This is Be My Curl in my hair tonight.
And you were raving about it.
Brought the products down. I did a little Insta story yesterday about how I've been watching the Curls on 5th IG stories, and like they cut hair, curly hair at that salon. And I love the way they do the transformations. They show like the before and they show the after, and the curls are just always looking so nice. I'm like, he's got to be using his own products to be my curls. So I cracked them out yesterday because we had them here, and I love my hair because I was like getting very upset.
It looks really
You were giving me the big chop pep talk
I
yesterday.
was preparing her because you guys know I'm a realist and I just have to tell it like it is. And I'm like, there comes a time in life that these things have to happen. We're going to be mature. We're going to step up to the plate. We're going to do it. And I even volunteered to do it together. I said, let's just do it together. And so I said, so when it has to be done, you're not
You
gonna
did say that. You were like,
yeah.
I have the big chop. You said you would cut your hair.
Yeah, I said, not bothered. I
She
said,
a
I know
real
it grows
one.
back.
Get you a LoriAnne.
Yeah, I said, I know it grows back, so I would do it with you. And I said, but we're not going to be whining and crying and focusing on our hair. I said, it'll just bring new content to the channel. I said, we'll just show up one day and just stare. Like, yes, guys, we did it. But then it started kind of like turning around a little bit.
I feel like I wouldn't even try to fake it. Like, I started watching her videos from the beginning, and I said I love her because she's so real. Like, stuff people really wouldn't say, but people are feeling. Like, she will say it. She will cry on camera about her insecurities. Like, she doesn't care. She's real. I would not sit up here if I had to big chop my hair and act like I am so confident, like, yes, I am not my hair, this and that. No, I would be very upset if I had to big chop my hair, and that's just, I was literally like having an anxiety attack yesterday. Like, I would be so upset. And you were like, well, that's the journey, and like you grow into it, and it's like the next level of maturity, and like you were just like going through. But it would be hard. It would be hard. I like a big chop. Like, I've never had my hair that short.
Right.
And
I see somebody named Charlotte Gaines. She said, I'm still waiting on my tracking number. I already sent $25 to you guys. So we didn't
Who's
send
this?
Charlotte Gaines.
Her box was sent out today. Your box. Oh, you know what? I didn't send the tracking numbers today.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Okay, so if you have not got a tracking number for me, there is a stack of tracking numbers that I need to do. I'm sorry. I got home.
So had you been doing that daily?
Yes, I had. Yeah,
Oh,
Charlotte, yours absolutely went out. I apologize. There is a stack of tracking numbers that I need to do because I'm doing them again, emails, all emails.
Okay.
Just me. Sorry. It's coming.
Yep. Okay, so half
You
pint.
will get it after this live stream. I will send you your tracking.
Yep. All right. Okay. All right. So
much going on.
It is. All right. Who said the half pint 929? Wait, who did the big chop? Nobody did it yet. We thought we might have to. We still might have to, but you said you're just not doing that.
Not yet.
Yeah, but we thought like
Until I have a strand of hair left on my head, then I will cut the strand
I'm like, don't be
off,
one
and
of those
there's a good
types
chop.
that want length so bad that you're just like having scraggly hair, and you're so afraid to chop. You do go through that period when you see the damage and you don't want to recognize it and you don't want to own it and you just keep trying things and trying things. I spent probably well over $200 something at Sephora when I was going through it, but it could not be salvaged because it was internal. It was like the medicine I was taking. So I mean, all the claims and promises and everything that companies tell you, in my case, it just would not work because it was, like I said, it was coming from inside, damaging the hair because of the medication. So there was no salvaging it. And once you get past that mindset that this is something that cannot be salvaged, it's not just kind of like, maybe this summer, like we went outside in the heat in the sun or something like that, could be salvaged, your hair is extra dry. This is something that could not be salvaged, and you have to just own that, claim it, and then start moving forward, like mentally. So that's what I thought where we were at the other day, but it seems like this Be My Curl might have turned it around. Yeah. But if not, you just have to at some point own it
Tatiana,
and walk into it.
Yes, girl. She said, don't basically jump out the window yet. Like, my hair could be going through because of summer, this and that. So I did the Be My Curl wash and go, I'm like, this is cute.
It's
like,
cute.
We don't gotta jump out the window yet, but I'm just saying, like, y'all would see my journey and it would be real. I would not sit up here and act like, yes, not my hair, I'm confident, all these inspirational quotes because I said maybe I would get there eventually, but it would not be out the gate. I would be so upset.
No, I went through everything, but I said, no, I was my hair. Even as I was going through it, I said, no, I am my hair. I love my hair.
Yeah.
And so I'm not this, I'm not my hair. Everybody was like chopping off all the hair and going bald and everything a few years ago, but I'm not my hair. Yeah, I'm more than my hair. No, I said, I'm my hair. I said, well, how could I not be my hair if I'm on this channel?
Alfreda Sales says, why do the highlights, if they're so damaging to your hair and the idea of a big chop is so devastating? Because I've been getting my hair highlighted, I would say at least for 6 or 7 years now.
More than that.
And
more than that.
Someone said, I feel like our highlighting experience is different every time. But it's not just the highlights, it's our job, it's the switching and swatching of the products. Like, our stylist is always like, Like, you know, you switch and swatch your products, you wash your hair all the time, like you have highlights, like shake, shake, shake,
Yeah.
like that's the like, you know, so
Like, who gets highlights and washes their hair every single day?
Yeah.
It's bound to happen. And I don't think we realize that when we get highlights, we just kept the same habits that we had if we didn't have a channel. And yet we do until every single day. We're like washing our hair every 2 to 3 days. We're washing our hair far too much, the risk of the chance that we take.
yeah.
And we don't want to sacrifice.
I mean,
like,
every
what we
time
do.
I go to get highlights, I know I need highlights. I don't think my hair is gonna get damaged. Like,
I know.
and then once it starts happening, I'm like, you know, okay, there's a little bit of shedding, there's a little bit of this, there's a little bit of that. Like, okay, like we know that comes with the territory. Lately, it just seems like there's more happening, there's more going on. Like I'm losing more hair. I don't just think it's the highlights. I mean, the highlights are the first to come out, but I think it's other things. Our product switching and swatching. Definitely the highlights, but like I don't know. We did do the tea rinse the other day. I have not washed my hair since the tea rinse because you asked me to say, like, you know, how's your hair shedding? I
Right.
won't know until I wash my hair to kind of see. We did do the green tea one. We did say in the video that black tea, I guess, is a little bit more intense. So if my hair is still shedding, I'm going in with the black tea. I said either that or I'm gonna get Afro G cracking again.
She's definitely a natural channel because she does everything very conservatively, very carefully, and she didn't give that kind of warning about just do the least possible, like do decaffeinated green tea. Green tea is gentle. Okay, we probably would have done the caffeinated if we chose green tea. We probably would have done the black caffeinated tea, to be honest.
But
because she said go easy.
100, 0 to 100.
Yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah.
so that's why we took her exact instructions. This is naturally 85 for those that don't know who we're talking about. And so that's what you did, and you had great results, but yet you still felt like there was some shedding.
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
So-
I'm like, they're still shedding here. I'm like, maybe it's not immediate. I have,
Yeah.
Can you use the leftover tea? So I didn't use all of the tea that I made, the whole 8 ounces. The rest is in the refrigerator. Like, could I use that again? Beagle Lady said, what about the Curls green tea line? Didn't you say that help with shedding? Yeah. There's
With the Curls green
the
line?
Curls green line.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that has stuff in it. Like, I'm using a little bit of everything. What I'm using right now actually is the TGIN, the Miracle RX line, because it talks about anti-breakage. So I've been loving the serum. I've been putting the serum. That's what I refreshed my hair with today. I threw some of the serum in. I threw some of the serum in yesterday. I have a box of products here.
Say hi, Shelly. 1134.
I shampooed my hair with the shampoo. This was actually in the box of stuff that was given away. I had to snatch it out.
Oh.
We've been doing a little bit of that.
I
Like, you
know,
know,
I know.
actually, we don't want to give this away. We don't want to give this away. But so this line, because I saw the reduced breakage, prevents split ends, and repairs damaged hair. I'm like, I need all of that. So I've been loving the shampoo, the leave-in conditioner, and the
Oh, you bought a whole backpack down and
girl,
stuff.
the backpack girl,
Mhm.
and the deep hydrating mask. So I've been kind of rocking with this line at the
Okay.
moment. Let me see what's
Hi,
happening.
Sandy. Is it Shaveria Avila? Hi, girl. Let's see who
Hi,
else.
Jan.
There's Mixed Leia. Hi.
Hi, Sydney Budgewater. I haven't been here in forever. Yeah, we haven't seen.
A day, right?
Girl, you know who's related, who ain't related.
I think,
girl.
yeah, and if you're like, don't start calling. Why? So if I make
Girl, I
mistakes,
didn't. Don't do
They're not
anything.
sisters.
No, you be doing that in videos. Like when someone sends us something and you don't remember
Uh-huh.
who it is. I'm like, don't start calling out names unless you can be thinking the wrong person.
I was in charge to my head, not my heart. I make mistakes. Sorry, I'm not perfect.
Oh, okay. So Melanie Chevis says you can use the tea that's left over as a refresher spray. Just add a little bit of essential oil to the mix. So,
Oh.
will my hair get dry from the
Yeah,
tea?
that
Because I
tea.
know, I think it was Sarah Zeppelin. I think she commented. I think it said, maybe I could be wrong. On the video though, and said like she tried the green tea rinse or something, and it made her hair very dry. And I said like, you have to follow it up with like a moisturizing deep. Is my hair gonna be like dry?
Let me see. Tanya Thompson said, you are losing so much because you have been doing it for so long. Doing what? Like the channel, you mean wash and goes? Doing our hair with bleach in it?
Probably all
I
the
like to-
above.
Okay. Yeah, it could be. Okay.
Guys, I'm twisting my hair up this weekend. Me and you are gonna have a twisting party.
I know. Who is it? Miss China Baby says she's here for the church fans. I know, right?
Okay, keep freezing. Hold on.
That was. Freezing.
Let me try turning the Wi-Fi on. See if that works. Yeah, so Alexis Johnson said they were from the dollar store, I believe.
Really?
I think she said she got them from the dollar store.
Oh. Is she stepping
Dollar Tree, dollar,
All right.
something with a dollar in it.
All right. She's in the room, I think. I saw her. She was gonna rush off to work. Okay. Let Let me see.
Sydney Budgewater, she said I use the As I Am Jamaica Black castor oil on, smoothie on my hair. We are sounding mechanical. Are we skipping? Are we skipping? Dollar Tree. There it is. I knew it was something with a dollar.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me
But
see.
I said that I should use the Shea Moisture Jamaica Black castor oil on my hair, and I want to order some Jamaica Black castor oil
right
from Amazon.
Okay. Let me see. No, Angela, no t-shirt tonight, girl. Just a little something I picked up. And then let me see. The J Way said prayers up. Why are we praying?
For our heads.
I guess in churches they said you don't ask people why they pray. You just pray.
Oh.
It says none of people's business why we're praying.
Yeah. When people say, "Can you pray
Can
for
you
me?"
pray for me?
Like,
Yeah.
why? You don't say why.
Yeah, you don't
You're
say why. You
supposed
don't
to
ask
say
why. It's none of your
yes.
business unless they volunteer the information. So prayers
Yeah.
up.
Oh, I forgot Doggy's over there. How is he?
Um,
He just laying there. We kind of left him in his kitchen pen because he just kind
yeah,
of hangs out.
I don't see him, but I don't want to go check on him. If
He's probably laying on
yeah,
checkers.
if there's a problem, he would
Yeah.
be saying something.
As long as he's not biting the walls.
Yes. So Tanya Thompson said, I am a hairdresser and just want to point out
Mhm.
that every time you've shown a bunch of shed, notice the hair is mostly blonde. Oh yeah,
Yes.
we definitely
We know
recognize
that's the first to go.
I think we say it before we get the highlights and we say it directly after we say, now we know that when our hair starts shedding, the first pieces to go will be the highlights. And I always say, and I always see a blonde piece full by, and then my hair starts the shedding part. It doesn't shed them all out, but sometimes it's worse than others. And for you, it was worse than others. For me, I don't know. It's stock. We were told that though you trust your stylist, it's not just specific to our stylist, but they said you have to trust not only the stylist because you know them for years, but you have to trust that they will use the same concoction every single time.
Yeah.
So that's not a guessing game.
And it's
Because,
almost like
yeah,
our concoction is. I think it's the toning sometimes.
It's
I
the
don't
toning.
know. Our last process, we weren't sat under heat, and typically like she'll put the bleach in, and then we'll sit under like a huge dryer, and like, but we were just.
And we notice things because we do it so
Yeah.
often when things switch up. And I think out of respect and courtesy, we don't want to question people. Definitely in the medical profession, you kind of never want to ask the doctor this or that because they get all like extra uptight and all like, you know, they know it all and don't ask. They're going to tell you what to do. And I hate that. So they kind of give off this air when you ask people that are the professionals questions, and so you don't want to ask too many, but we definitely noticed, we're like, why did we sit under
Yeah.
the dryer? And then so when I had to go back the second
Why
time,
is our toner a different color?
yeah, because I said I normally notice that it's like a beige color. This time it was like super lemon yellow.
Yeah.
And I didn't say anything at the time, so I'm like, ooh, so they're going to be really yellow, and they were really orange.
Yeah.
And so,
I noticed today, like my
yeah.
hair is pretty orange.
And mine is not, and
Up
let me
top.
tell you why, because I have been toning it. Now, IGK, the drops that we always talk about, are in the house, but they also came out with brand new ones for brunette hair, and they are blue. And blue, blue,
and timely.
work so much better for
Yeah.
my hair. I don't know if the purple would have worked better if they were toned differently. I don't know, but I do know they are toned so well. And tonight I started noticing that there was a piece almost turning like that pale greenish. You can see that looks a little green, like slightly
A
green,
little bit.
slightly. But anyway, the blue.
Yeah, it's toning your hair different because we did had to tone our highlights before this highlight job, and this highlight job is a little bit warmer. So blue toning is for brunette, so our hair is warmer, so it's like giving us that. Well, I haven't used it yet. Giving you that ashy look because
Yes.
your highlights are warmer this
Yeah.
time. So the purple's not really working, but the blue is.
So it's almost, they said, so if your hair is light brown, you don't use, and they have highlights in them, do not like use the purple. They said this is what you use for light brown hair, which is my hair. And even though I put blonde in, you know, they always kind of turn like that warm color, and this will tone them back. So my hair is not like that orangey color. I didn't bring them downstairs. I thought I
Tiffany
did.
Farr, that's so smart. She said her stylist writes down the concoction she uses
Yeah.
and what she does, so like she does the same thing every
Yeah,
time.
I know.
That's really smart. I mean, we've just been going to like our stylist for years, so we just feel like, you know, she knows our hair, she knows what she's doing, she keeps doing the same
But
process
it's too much of
on
a
us.
guessing game.
Yeah.
All the time. Like you just kind of like never know what the color's going to be, and we just hope like this time, okay, this is going to be a good job because we could see it as she's rinsing it out, or we're in front of the mirror. We're like, okay, this is nice and ashy. And then the last time, you know, you just keep looking in the mirror, you know it's not what you want, but you keep trying to smile and you know, and be pleasant. And I'm like, yeah, oh no, I can see, oh yeah, this is great, oh this is nice, but deep down you're like, oh wow, this is a guessing game
So we
again.
need to like check our lives. We need to check our lives with highlights. I need to check my lives with getting bangs. I was like, never let me get bangs
I want to grab
again.
the blue drops. I thought I grabbed them, but I
Okay.
didn't.
I was like, you know, the bang style, I did it 2 years in a row. Once these grow out,
Yeah.
it's a wrap. Because then I was like, you know, you were giving me the big chop pep talk. I'm like, if I big chop, I'm like, I'm gonna have like bangs sticking out here, like no hair here, like I would have hit rock bottom. Although your hair is not the end of the world, but let's all be real here.
At the
Like,
time we feel like it is. At the time we feel like it is.
I just saw. Oh, Michaela Reed, you DM'd me a question on Instagram. You don't think I saw it yet? If I haven't responded, then I might not have seen it. You can ask it here if it's not a personal question, unless I can just go up there after this and see it. Or you could ask it here. I could answer it. Someone else might have the same question if it's a hair question. Okay, Halftime said, I don't do that if I'm not happy. It's got to be fixed. I'm paying, so I need to be happy. Yeah, absolutely. But something like highlights, like once it's done, like the bleach was in, it was like, you know, what do we do now? Like this is the color. You know, she tried to fix my mom because my mom's were really orange at first, and she fixed them like slightly, but like once it's done, like that's kind of it. Like the very first time I got my hair colored after I went natural, I think about 3 years in, I went to find like get my hair colored. I wanted it like a burgundy kind of red, and it ended up being more like purple. It was like a dark purple, and you could only see the hues of red out in the light. But then like once she had already done that, it was too late. Like you couldn't lighten it, you couldn't do anything. Like my hair was just that color. Like it was like virgin hair, and then it got dyed like dark purple instead of like burgundy, and then it was too late. So I kind of feel like sometimes once things are done, like they're done, especially with something like bleach. Once our hair was bleached and it was toned, like what can you really do at that point? My mom went and got her hair re-bleached like a week later, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not on that wave. But what'd you say? I can't hear you. Where are the purple ones? I don't know. You must have taken them. I don't remember seeing them. Guys, I broke my white shelf. The one with all the products on it. And I rebuilt it to like, there's 3 shelves on it now. It's like half of what it was. So I'm trying to figure out what to do because I can't afford to buy a new one right now. And so there's like a few brands on like the 3 shelves here, but then there's like a whole box of products. So I'm like, do I declutter more? And basically only what can fit on this shelf is staying. But kind of all the like, we already decluttered. Like I know what I want. And what I want to keep is something else I really want to get rid of, and it would have fit on the white shelf, but the white shelf broke. Like literally when I took all the products off of it to kind of dust it, because the first time I built it wrong, and it was supposed to be like all white going down, and there was like one like wooden brown part. Like I built it wrong, and I was like, you know what? I'm not rebuilding this. This is too hard. I'm a Bob the Builder. I don't care. So I just left it there for like 2 years. Like, and so then the other day when we were gonna film our video, I was like, okay, I'm gonna take all these products off, and I'm just gonna rebuild my shelf right. But because I guess I didn't build it right the first time, like the screws and stuff were just so weak, and like I couldn't screw them in, and the whole thing was like, basically it went like sideways, just collapsed and broke, and the wood broke, and I was just like, oh snap. Because we have so many products, I'm like, oh my god, what am I gonna do? And then I was like kind of like pricing like those shelves, and I'm like, I can't afford to get the shelf right now. I'm like, this is great. So now I just have this. I just saw someone say it's a sign from God. Yeah, like I need to declutter more. Whatever fits.
That's so true.
Like that, it's like 1, 2, 3, and there's like no space. And I saw this whole box of products. Like CURLMIX alone is we have a lot of CURLMIX. Like it's like.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like, Ma, I broke the shelf mid us trying to film these videos.
And we don't want this stuff to go bad because there's not like there's just no way that we can do that. So
yeah, I was gonna try to buy a new shelf, but like that wasn't really in like the budget right now. But so I was gonna like try to make it work on the shelf that we have. But I wanted
until we see what we want to do with it.
Yeah, I wanted the shelf to look aesthetically pleasing. I didn't like that piece of wood part there because I built it wrong. So I tried to fix it, and then I ended up breaking it, and and I hammered my thumb while I was doing it, and it was just a whole situation in my room. But yeah,
it's getting kind of like contagious. Like you get rid of some things, and then you want to kind of get rid of more things.
Yeah.
So like baby steps. So like, no, I want to hold on to this, but then as we're packing up things, and a box doesn't look like like it could use something more, up to date.
Yeah.
So we'll throw something else. I'm like, let me run upstairs and grab.
Because
one
like every
thing.
box we made, I'm like, would I be happy opening this box and
Yeah.
seeing these products in here? Because like I don't want it to be a box of junk.
Yeah.
Like we want it. I think everybody that asked for like their brand, like the list of brands, like they got at least like 3 of the brands. Like I want it to be like Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, it's a box I would want to be happy seeing. You found the blue drops?
Yes, I did.
In the
find-
purple drops.
In the purple drops. Okay, so these are the ones that we have a video on our channel. Hello, whoever that is. They are called IGK Mixed Feelings, and these were the original ones that they came out with, and everybody's familiar with purple shampoo. Like, so I brought that down just in case those are not. For those who have blonde hair, I think, or even silver hair, gray hair, you can use this. And when your hair starts getting kind of like that warm, kind of orangey, copper, penny look, this is what you use to kind of retone it, so it has a kind of that really pleasant ashy look. So this is like what people were doing. Then I came up with that the blue food drops. Remember that? Now I see why blue always worked. I never knew that, but anyway, they came out with the blue drops, and I got them from Sephora. They came in the mail the other day, and I went immediately to work trying to kind of like tone my hair from that copper orangey look, and I think they work phenomenal. And you can put them in your shampoo, your conditioner. They have like a chart of how many drops you put in. Or what I've been doing is putting it in on my oil. I'll spray oil in my hand and then run it through my hair after I squeeze 2 or 3 drops in my hand with the oil, mix it together, and use that kind of like as a finishing touch. Now, how long it stays toned, I don't know. I don't know if you do it each time that you style your hair, because it is used like for a styler, and shampoo to me seems like, well, I guess it probably will last for a while, because if you could shampoo your hair and put these in, knowing that the shampoo will come out, I would think that it would pretty much adhere to the
I totally
hair.
want to try that.
Yeah.
I totally want to try the blue drops.
Yeah, I think they're phenomenal.
Yeah.
So if your hair is that color, because purple drops were working to a degree, but not this time around. They seemed like they weren't, and then this just happened to come out.
Because this is for more like blonde, and again our highlights, like you see like some of like the orangey ones on the top of my head, they're definitely warmer, even though they're not translating.
And some people
They
go
look
in
really light on
and they
camera.
want caramel colored, or they want more of that like reddish,
Good night,
coppery,
Daphne.
more of that copper highlight look, and so they go for that. To me, that starting off like that, it would be a problem for me, because my undertones are orange or warm colors, so I never really go for that. But unfortunately, I get it because my hair is warm. It's not toned right, but this right here is making them more ashy and making them more of a light brown, and I like this. So
Yeah, Sarah Fenton, I definitely need more than a bathroom caddy. Like I think I need a new shelf. I could have only bought 1 new shelf. Now I probably need to buy 2 shelves. Like for the products, like the little wheelie things, like the ones on wheels. Yeah.
no, we're gonna need more.
And like I want it to be, because you have a nice bookshelf in your room that you want to get rid of, but it's wood. Like, and I'm like, that's not the aesthetic I'm going for in my room. So I don't want to just put furniture in there that's
I know
not.
we're thinking of bringing that great big monstrosity, though I love it. You know, who remembers the store Cargo USA years ago? I don't know. They do bunk beds and all that. So I got bunk beds for Spencer and Adam years ago, and it kind of like picked up that kind of wood feeling. It looked very
Veronica
masculine.
said paint it, but you said it
No
wouldn't.
way. No,
There's
I
something
said
about the wood.
Yeah, I said it's already like it's supposed to have that rustic look to it. So I said I don't want to paint it. Like you said, like white and whatever. I'm like,
Yeah, I said
no
let's
way.
spray paint it. Ravenly's always spray painting something.
No. Well, that's when you get unfinished wood. You go to a store, craft store, and it's unfinished. That is meant to be finished. It has something on it, like a stain or whatever, and I'm not going to paint it over white, because that's not the look at all. So nope, I'm not painting that piece of furniture. But anyway,
Unless I just change the aesthetic of my room, but it's just like it would be white walls and then a great big wooden bookshelf. Like, so would everything have to be like
Well, no, I didn't
woody?
know. Remember, we said it would overtake the room. It's just like too much. It's just
My room was kind of small.
Yeah, no, we said it was perfectly like here, so like where where checkers used to sit,
Right here.
and like Friday Night Live, and you can see all the products.
Show them what you did, even though they can't see it.
Did they see it when I went upstairs?
It says Mad
See,
Curls.
Mad Curls. Isn't that cute?
We have one that when you first walk in the house, there's like a fireplace and like a what is it, a banister? What is it?
So cute. Like a fireplace.
It's like a fireplace and like the shelf above the fireplace. What's
The
that
shelf
called?
above a fireplace.
The shelf above the fireplace. There's like another set. It's like when you walk in, it says Mad Curls. Even though Spencer and Adam lived here, it's Mad Curls home.
That way when you come in, you know where you're at.
Oh, Tori said she got the Eden Peppermint Shampoo. So excited. Oh, awesome.
Okay.
We can't wait to hear your thoughts, because I love that. Even though lately I haven't been using it, even though it's extremely moisturizing, but what have I been doing for my hair? Oh, like someone said you can't over co-wash your hair because that can kind of make your hair weak.
You can over co-wash it. You said you can. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You
Okay.
shouldn't. Yeah, you shouldn't use a lot of co-washes, like co-wash. Like you need to
Okay.
shampoo your hair. But then the BodyWorks is meant to be like a moisturizing, kind of clarifying, and like I don't need to keep clarifying my hair every time I take a shower. So, I've been like using different shampoos. Although, love the BodyWorks one.
Oh, a mantle. Thank
A
you,
mantle.
Jasmine. A
There it
mantle.
is.
Thank you.
A mantle. Thank you.
I said, I don't know, the shelf above the
The
fireplace.
shelf above the fireplace. I said a banister.
Yeah.
A banister is like the
What
thing you
are-
like overlook.
What are floating
What's Doggy doing? I
shelves?
just want to sound like tape.
Dogginess. Step forward.
He's ripping something. I
Doggy.
hear it. I hear it.
He's stepping forward. What are you doing? He jumped because he knows he's doing something.
Yep. Tape off the wall. Doggy, he has an eye on it all day.
Yep. He's starting to attack the wall now.
Doggy, this is nice.
So anyway, where was I? Oh, so I asked. So a song. What is a floating shelf? And while I'm waiting for that answer, I will answer. Half Pint 929. Yes, I tried the Prickly Pear Overnight Deep Conditioner, and I love the smell. It's extremely intense. By the morning, I was just like, oh, it's too much. And on top of that, my hair just, my scalp itched. It might have been too much. So that's why I haven't reached out for the Mael one. There's one by the honey or the, what's that Hawaiian ginger line or something? They have one, and normally I would have been impressed because you put it on dry hair and then you go to sleep with it and all that. But because of my experience with the main choice, the Prickly Pear line, then I said, nope, I don't want to do overnight like that. Though I've always done overnight, even if they don't say do it overnight, I will just kind of like put out a deep conditioner and just leave it overnight. But these are specifically made for that, and you can put it, like right now if I want to put it in my hair and it's dry and all that, they say put it in and, you know, go to sleep and rinse it out the next morning. But I'm afraid to because that was a pretty miserable experience, the constant. I don't like an itchy scalp. I've never really had that experience before, but aw, look at him.
I'm gonna take him to the bathroom.
Okay, so cute. Look, you guys, those that follow us on other platforms. He got a haircut. Look at the baby. Come here, baby. He's getting so big, he's not a baby anymore. He's huge. Look at that. He's all clean. He cleans up well. Hold on, baby.
Oh, a banister equals stairs. Okay.
Yes, okay. All right, here we go.
Oh, wait, are you just
Look at him.
you move the table towards you?
No, I was trying to.
Oh.
He's happy.
Okay. He's so fun.
Big
He's so soft.
baby. Oh, he's so soft. So cute. I know, lots of kisses. Lots of kisses. Look at you. So cute. He's all cleaned up and all. God, they did such a good job. So now that's what we would always compare somebody to. But no, we'll just continue going there.
Yeah.
So cute. And then they put a little scarf around his little neck, and we
So
came to pick
cute.
him up. Now, I don't know if it's true or not, and I didn't ask. I was going to Google last night, but when I thought about it, I was too tired. Do they sedate? He was so good to the point that when we showed up, he kind of like just turned his little head and just stared at us. And you see this excitement right here? This is him. Okay, yesterday he just turned very obediently and looked. What was that about? Do they do anything to the animals?
And then,
it took him
and
a while.
when he came home, he
Yeah.
hasn't been taking like naps in the afternoon. But yesterday he was knocked out on the kitchen floor, just like asleep.
Yeah.
He didn't care who moved, who walked, who didn't. He was just asleep, and he doesn't sleep like that.
And when he woke up, then he was coming around a little bit more. He was more
Nice boy
himself.
things. Nice boy things.
By the time Spencer got home from work, he was a little bit more active.
I'm gonna take him to the bathroom.
By last night, he was kind of back to his normal self. And I said, I wonder if they do something, because she said he was a puppy and puppies really don't obey, you know, don't expect anything. She doesn't promise puppy owners that it's going to be a perfect job. She does the best she can with puppies because they are so active and they're not used to it. So I said, okay, but when we came back, that was phenomenal. And he was not brushed. I think when we first got him, Taylor tried one night to brush him, and he was not having it. And so after that, we're like, okay, we don't want to upset him, so we didn't do it. Well, they said the only thing about that breed is you have no choice in the matter. You have got to brush Golden Doodle. So we didn't know that. Now we know his hair is manageable now. He likes it. He'll do it now. Maybe his hair was even longer than this when we first got him, so that was why we probably weren't experienced at it. But I was wondering how in the world did she do what she did, and he was so good. And then not to mention, just like he was just so docile. Once we picked him up, and then put him in the car, docile. Brought him home, docile. Just kind of like stayed in the corner, laid on checkers, the big bear, and it was so good. So does anybody know? Do they? Leslie LeBron would be the resident doggy mommy.
Jesus. Okay, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
What's he doing?
He's running. Stop.
Why is he running?
Stop. We're not playing right now, doggy. We're not playing. Come here. Come here. Okay.
Oh, Life with Kenya. It's a new live watcher. Hey, welcome. Thanks for coming tonight. I see Leslie saying hi to Motiqua. I see
Okay.
Leslie Booth. Hey, Leslie Booth. I see. Are we going to put doggy and pet training? We have, like, I think 3 classes that we're entitled to, but he's all right.
He I think he's definitely like, I would say he's pretty potty trained. He doesn't really
Yeah.
have accidents.
Okay, so
Did you
let
say
me
what's in
see.
your hair tonight?
I did not. I have on Diva Curl. What is it? That stretch. I brought it down here. This super stretch.
Yeah.
And as we're going through products, as we're like packing up and wrapping up things, I'm like, I remember this. Oh my God, I remember this.
Yeah.
So as we're like moving things out and seeing things, I'm like, let me give this another try. Like, we'll rewatch the video that we had, and I'm like, let me see how my hair turned out with this. And I loved it. At the time, I think I just got my hair cut, so I didn't like the idea that it worked the way it was supposed to work. It's supposed to stretch your hair.
Yeah.
And so, but this time, I'm like, okay, I could have.
It's a great cream. So let's address this Diva thing. 'Cause I'm like, Mom, this was horrible timing. Like, we did our
Yeah.
treatment Tuesday on Diva, and then my hair is shedding, so everybody's putting like 2 and 2 together and getting like 89. So we're doing a lot of videos on shedding. We just did Diva, so there is a video going around about somebody who's like lost their hair because of Diva, and so people are like, you know, under our comments saying, you know, your hair is shedding because of Diva, this and that with Diva. Like, no. Diva, I would say, is 100% not the problem, because we don't use Diva like that. Like,
Yeah.
we have Diva in the house, and we love Diva. We swear by Diva. We would recommend Diva, but we review products. We're always switching and swatching our products, so we rarely ever use Diva. I mean, you're using Diva right now, but
Right.
you'll probably give up on Diva in the next 2 weeks and use something else.
Yeah.
These people who are using Diva regularly. I don't know the girl's story. All I know is that we're not using Diva regularly, and I don't equate my hair shedding, loss, whatever, to Diva Curl, because
Right.
I haven't been using Diva Curl.
Yeah.
So,
And I just like, I don't do the jumping on the bandwagon mentality. That was her experience, and I'm sorry for it, because we all have had horrible different experiences with different products, professionals, you know, cutters, salonists, whatever. Okay, so that was her experience, and I don't jump on the bandwagon. It hasn't been ours. We're not like in Diva's corner for whatever. We're just speaking our truth.
Yeah.
We've never had a problem with Diva, period.
but there
So,
are people
yeah.
on the girls' Instagram and Diva's Instagram, like, saying like their hair is falling off, this and that. Like I don't know. I don't know the whole story behind it. Again, hair goes in cycles, but times there are products that make your hair fall. But Diva has been around for years. All of a sudden, people's hair is falling out. Like, I have no idea. All I know is that I don't use Diva Curl regularly like that, where I would equate my hair shedding to Diva Curl. So
Other than initially when we went natural years ago, but then people were saying that they changed the formula. We've gotten products, full-size products, have gone through it within the last, 3 or 4 years, and still have not had a problem. So I don't
Yeah.
know. Everyone's experience is different.
Made-O Clay said you have to be careful where you get Diva from.
Yes,
Don't get it from
exactly.
Amazon or Groupon. Yeah, I would
Yeah.
only get Diva Curl from
Yeah.
the Diva Curl website,
Right.
Ulta, and Sephora.
Yeah.
Those are the only places I would buy Diva Curl from. Other than that,
No, because I definitely
don't
see
know.
it lined up on Target shelves, and yeah, I'm not too sure about that one.
But yeah, I know people are like, you know, PSA or special announcement, or go check out this girl's video and this and that, and like, I'm not on the way of bringing a brand down unnecessarily.
Right.
So like, I don't equate
And you have to
my
be careful
shedding to Diva at all.
in our
It
position.
was just really bad timing
Yeah.
to put a video out about Diva Curl, and in the video I'm talking about shedding, and this whole situation is going on. Like,
Yeah.
so that was just really bad timing. But
No, you have to be careful when you're in our position, because our words hold weight. And so for us to just jump on the bandwagon, oh yeah, it could be Diva. No, we're saying emphatically it's not. We know that because of our experience. So there's just no sense
Miss
in
Me
just
Miss Mo said
jumping
the
on
girl
the-
is a pro stylist, not just some random person she brought directly from Diva, and that's her experience.
That's her
like,
experience, right.
Diva has never caused me a problem. So
Yeah. Like we said, we're all on our own journey, separate journeys, and even between mother and daughter, what might happen to me or vice versa does not necessarily happen to the other person. So like she had the highlights, you're really going through it. We know it has something to do with those highlights. This time I just happened to not be going through it. But same day, same stylist, same concoction. Then I went back the second time, and normally people would say, don't you dare, because I even asked her, I texted her, and I said, I really want like these fixed. I think I wanted them fixed for my birthday. And I said, is it too soon? Because I started reading things throughout the nights, and they said you can maybe have them redone again, but you have to give it 7 days, you have to give it at least a week. And I think I started texting her like within 2 or 3 days after I left, and she said, come on in. And I'm like, but I kind of like didn't want to like correct her. I told you before, I hate to question professionals, but I'm like, I've been reading that you can't come back like before 7 days. And I said, are you sure that you're going to be able to do it? I said, I don't mean you just like toning them. I mean, I want them bleached again. So this is bleached twice, heavy duty bleach twice within a week. Same week, okay? And she said, nope, I can do it. And so she did it. My hair did not fall out. And you only did it once. So 2 different experiences, 2 different people.
Yeah.
So,
but I mean, I know how damaging that kind of like thing can be, because I know an influencer one time posted a brand and she showed all her missing edges and stuff, and then a couple months later that same brand reached out to me to want to collab, and I was just like,
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So
that's why I said every experience is different.
But Diva, like we've been on board with for like 10 years. Like we've been using Diva, and I saw someone say brands do switch their formulas. Shea Moisture is proof of that. They're always switching something up. So again, I don't know, but I don't use Diva Curl regularly, and I haven't been using it regularly the past couple of months, even before my highlights. So yeah, my issue's definitely not Diva Curl. Can't speak for everybody else though. That's
yes,
just me.
Sarah Zeppelin, they do have actual shampoos. They have light, what they call a light poo, which lathers. They have the cold washes, which everybody knows, and then the one condition, that iconic conditioner. But they have what they call light poo, and I liked light poos way back when. I like their cold wash, they're okay, but I much prefer their light poo. And Build-Up Buster. I never knew what that was until the other day. Basically a clarifying shampoo. The way they made it so much more complicated and thought. They were like applied to your scalp.
Yeah, it didn't say whether you should do it on wet hair or dry hair. And when it first came out, people were doing it on dry hair, so I got so confused. They were doing it on dry hair, then they said wet, and then they said dry, and they said dry. Yeah. So I just like threw the whole bottle away. I was just so aggravated with the Build-Up Buster.
But the other day, I found that it's a clarifying shampoo. Period. Why do people complicate things? Like, why do brands try to be so different? It's simply a clarifying shampoo. So
yeah, there's Build-Up Buster, and then there's Wash Day Wonder. I didn't care for either one. Wash Day Wonder or the Build-Up Buster. Yeah, no. I just like the poos, like the no poo, and yeah, I just get down with the poos.
Tori, I don't particularly have a favorite skincare brand. I use so many different ones. But some of my favorites are Drunk Elephant and Sunday Riley. I love. Lately, I've been doing Peter Thomas Roth. I love that. And then for drugstore, Neutrogena, nothing tops Neutrogena. Olay, love Olay. In the drugstore, what else do we use?
So Miss Most that she thinks is the problem with the Delight line. Yeah, I've never used the Delight line. I've only done Decadence in the original, so I've never used the Delight, because the Delight it's not for like wavy. Yeah. Like wavy, and then the original's for curly, and the Decadence for like kinky. So I never gravitated towards the Delight line at all.
And I love the Delight. Not Delight. I love the what's the other one? The third one you just named. The original and with Decadence. I love Decadence. But some people had problems with Decadence. Not like anything like hair loss or anything, but they say it's drying for type 4 hair or whatever. And well, I don't have type 4 hair, but I don't see where it's drying at all. I don't see where it's like particularly moisturizing. I think that the original line is still great, and I can really not tell the difference really that much, that they made something that would be like so unique to thicker textures. I didn't really see where it was anything. And then when they came out with that leave-in conditioner, to me that wasn't the best thing, because they already had one condition, and when it first came out, and as it continues to be out, people use it as a leave-in. And they even encouraged you when you first got it, leave a little extra when you rinse it out, make sure you like leave some in as your leave-in. So why they came out with the leave-in for the Decadence line, which to me did not belong in the Decadence line.
Yeah, well, we didn't really care for that product.
Not at all. It was not Decadence line quality. Yeah, it was extremely thin. It could have been in the Delight line as far as I was concerned. Yeah.
We did start taking our vitamins again. Second time I've seen that question. Yeah, so from that video, the past like 3 days. It's been 3 days? Yeah, I've been taking my vitamins. I took them like, cause I ate before I got on, and then I took my vitamins, so. Have been taking those again. Oh, what's in my cup? This is tea. This is, Gold Peak?
Gold Peak.
Gold Peak, the sweetened tea. Compliments of Wi-Fi, Adam.
Compliments through LoriAnne to Wi-Fi Adam, and TaylorAnne helped herself.
Because it's been sitting there for like 4 days. And I'm like, is he gonna drink it? Or, because you know, if I had something in there for 4 days, Adam would down it.
Definitely.
He downed all the milk. Remember you said we should buy 2 things of milk? You said it in the store.
Yeah, I did.
You did. We were buying cereal and
I'm
like.
sure Leslie LeBron's not surprised. She calls him the milkman.
Milkman, yeah, because he eats hamburgers with milk.
Yeah. Do you have any lip chat?
Girl, lip chat. Is that what that girl from Flavor of Love said?
She did. We
She's
were
like,
watching.
You want some lip chat?
Yeah, we were watching I Love New York. So we finished the Flavor Flav series. Though we never found number 3, series 3. I don't know if they came out with one. We started seeing like readings about it, but we never saw a whole season worth of season 3. Does anyone know if Flavor Flav came out with season 3? But in the meantime, we're watching I Love New York.
I Love New York.
Which is kind of weird. How can a woman like go through so many men? Like,
Well,
I don't know,
girl,
just
Flav
weird.
did it.
Well, he was
Girl,
a
it's
man.
2019, girl. Even though that was filmed years ago, girl. But
Yeah.
girl,
Thank you.
she gotta find somebody just like Flavor Flav. But the show is just, I don't know, it's just so weird to see like her kissing one guy and then she'll go kiss somebody else and she wanted to kiss somebody else. Like it's just, I don't know.
Let me see. D is it DD?
So basically like The Bachelor, Bachelorette, same thing.
It's weird. What's your favorite refresher spray? Mine is Botanicals, the kinky. What is it? The kink drink. I love that one.
Mine is the Cream of Nature coconut milk. No, sorry, coconut milk. Yeah, coconut milk. Leave-in. What is it? Leave-in detangling spray. It's a leave-in conditioner, but I use it as a refresher, and I buy them in bulk on Walmart. I do. They come in like packs of 5 because that's my favorite refresher spray. Cream of Nature, coconut milk, leave-in and detangling spray. I think it's called.
Okay. How long have you been on vitamins? 1922. Misty Blue.
Couple of
And
months.
yes, Felicia, it does sound like a stomach ache. Ugh, who drinks milk with hamburgers? It's so weird.
Adam.
Yeah.
But yeah, you said in the store because like we were grocery shopping and cereal is just my thing. Okay, it's just my pet peeve. I don't share my cereal with my brothers because they leave the bag open and the cereal gets stale. So I buy my own cereal. So you were like, well, should you buy your own milk too? And I'm like, no, I don't think that would be an issue. Blah blah blah. No, it was an issue. Like I still have my whole box of cereal left and the milk is completely gone. Adam, he uses his cereal he uses the milk for his cereal, and then I saw him like take like some food upstairs with a great big glass of
He
milk.
loves milk.
And I'm just like, who just drinks milk like that?
Thank you for the scripture, Cobra Slayer. Though the name is kind of weird, a snake giving scripture. But anyhow, each his own. But
Girl, you are so far behind.
It's okay. I still right up until some. I'm not that far behind right there.
Okay, girl.
No.
Or why do I feel like I saw it like 20 minutes ago?
I don't know because maybe it's just they're listening.
Entry Alice, I love cereal. What kind of cereal do you like? I love Lucky Charms, my favorite cereal. But you have to buy it from a grocery store, like a good grocery store, because if you don't, it's like mystery marshmallows. It's like, where are the marshmallows?
Wow. Let me see. Tori said, Lori, what is your favorite product from Botanicals? I would have to say now I love the rice butter shampoo and the rice tonic. But if I had to choose one out of the two, then probably the rice butter shampoo. Though that is a difficult question to answer, but I gave an answer. But to narrow it down to just one product from that line is, you know, oh my gosh, everything, all the kind of like the conditioners and stuff that line makes, that IO makes, is the owner of Botanicals, are fantastic. So I just love Botanicals, period.
And Diamond Hill said her husband does it too. Like, why would you just leave the bag wide open? Even with chips. You left a new bag of chips on the counter. Spencer went in, got a handful, left the bag wide open.
Yeah.
Whole bag of chips is stale now.
Oh, a few weeks, okay. She's been trying the vitamins for a few weeks. Oh, Allie B said, I went to Curl Fest this year. How was that? For those of us that didn't go, we were watching kind of like Instagram stories and all the things that were going on and complaints. And
Anybody going to
was
the
it?
Atlanta one? I feel like that one's going to be so lit because it's Atlanta. Who's going to Ashley Harris, are you going to the Atlanta one?
Yes, I don't share. But then my husband does it too.
Frosted Flakes get so soggy so fast.
Yeah.
And Cocoa Pebbles. So soggy, so fast.
I hated that as a child, that I didn't have cereal, and I loved cereal so much, and I would kind of like start eating it fast because I hated when milk got on it. But then as an adult, guess what? I don't have to do anything I don't want to do, so I didn't put milk. I eat cereal. I pour a bowl of cereal with a spoon and eat it like milk's in it, but there's not. I hate milk because it soggies up my cereal. So I have milk on the side.
Well, that's how you eat it quickly. Like
That's
you
why
just.
I would eat it quickly, but I don't wolf down my food like that. I want to eat it leisurely, and by the time I
You
get...
heard that? Yeah. Is he ripping more tape?
I don't know. So, oh wait, hold on, I hear something.
Or is that his box?
Does he need to go tonight?
Goodbye.
Is it night time?
What are you doing?
Typically he would be asleep right now, but we thought we'd kind of leave him in his little thing because he just chills. You doing good, boy? Okay. He's been falsely accused. Cinnamon Toast Crunch is amazing. The swag bag was whack. What was in the swag bag? Yeah, he's okay. As long as he's not ripping stuff. He's teething. He's losing his teeth. So like we put this little toy thing we brought that like freezes and like it helps with his teeth. Add ice cubes to the cereal. What does that do?
Here's this little, I put in the freezer, this little freezer toy. So you wet it, and then you put it in the freezer, it freezes, and then you give it to him. And then I have another like little teething ring. It's all frozen.
For his teeth.
All right.
It's so cute. His bottom teeth. They're like missing teeth. It was like a little first grader. Allie B said it was great. Actually, anybody could have went in. One of my Insta friends got 2 tickets and we both went. They just looked at the ticket and made us go in, so you could have easily duplicated the ticket. Yeah, I don't know. They try to go hard saying you need a ticket again. Every year people get in without a ticket, so I don't know.
But it's too far to go to take that chance.
Right.
You never know when somebody wants to do the right thing and
Yeah.
do their job.
Because they made it seem like, because they changed it to Randall's Island, that it really was going to be gated in. Like, there's no way in, you're not getting in.
Mhm.
But I guess people took that risk and they were able to get in. Like, people didn't have tickets, or people who did have tickets, their tickets weren't checked, so I don't know.
Oh, Fruity Pebbles, they are like among the worst. And Frosted Flakes, Corn Flakes, they get soggy. Oh, no. Cocoa Pebbles, nope. So, but I saw that I don't put milk.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Captain Crunch, and Lucky Charms are my go-to.
I love Apple Jacks.
I don't like healthy stuff, like Special K with
Yeah.
dried strawberries. Like, I don't want that. Raisin Bran. Like, no thank you.
No, not Raisin Bran.
Raisin
Maybe,
Bran.
I wonder if they had Craisin Bran. It'd be like that.
Craisin Bran.
That would be good.
I
right?
could probably get down with Craisin
Yeah,
Bran.
Craisin Bran, but I don't like raisins.
The time, I was at the time we were poor, but I guess the time we were poor, we couldn't get Cinnamon Toast Crunch, so we got cinnamon squares or something.
Yes.
It was like cinnamon squares.
Yeah.
And
That's why I said where they came from, Market Pantry.
probably like it was like the non-name brand. It was like cinnamon
Yeah.
squares, and it was like fake wheat thins, and everything had like a knockoff brand that was just. But
Yeah.
the cinnamon squares got me. Like, you brought home cinnamon squares. My mom, what is this?
Cereal across the board, generic cereal across the board never amounts to what like the real cereal amounts to. I will do Triscuits or like store brand Triscuits or crackers or saltines, store brand. I'll do anything store brand except Market Pantry. They're out. That's Target's brand. They're out. But cereal, no. Across the board, no. Because I do like Big Y's
Granola bars.
generic.
You can't do generic granola bars.
Nope.
They gotta be
Yeah.
Quaker. Is it Quakers?
No.
Who does the granola bars?
I don't know, but I know when you guys were in school, I used to love Grand Value, which is Walmart's brand, or Great Value or something. I love their stuff. I love their bread.
Corn Pops. There always used to be corn, but like
Corn.
great big yellow. Oh no, is that Pops?
Corn Pops used to be Sugar Pops, and
I'm
then
thinking of Pops.
they
The great
changed.
big yellow box.
That is Corn Pops.
That is corn pops.
That is
Yeah,
Corn
that
Pops.
always used to be in there, like the big,
Yes.
huge box of corn pops.
And opened and sale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like basically, like Dad would like eat it in a pot. Basically,
Yeah.
it was just a huge thing of corn pops.
Or Sugar Smacks with that frog.
Yeah.
Okay. You see the frog legs.
Yeah.
And
I don't
he had that
understand
baseball hat on.
the sizes of like the bowls that men eat. Like it's literally like the cereal. To me, like a cereal is just like a nice, like a normal bowl you put it in. But I feel like when men eat cereal, it's like a pot. It's just a huge thing of cereal with so much milk.
They
And
can't
it's
get
just,
enough.
it's just
But,
so much.
You know, corn pops used to be sugar pops, and then one day I'm like, these used to be, this is nothing but sugar pops, but I guess to be politically correct or to attract more traffic so people don't think there's like a whole lot of sugar in it, they changed it to corn pops. But corn pops ain't nothing but sugar pops. Tastes just like they did when I was a kid.
Remember,
I remember Kaboom.
Cookie Crisp? Cookie Crisp was good.
That was like a big deal. That came out when I was like a teenager or something, Cookie Crisp. And that's gotten worse to me over the years. It used to be really nice, not the way they picture it on the cover, okay? On the cover, they look like real, true chocolate chip cookies in a bowl with milk. Those things, you can barely see the chips, let alone like the whole cookie. So that's a joke.
The little like chocolate was like so microscopic on them.
Or like Rice Krispies treats, cereal. That's
was never a fan.
Of what? Which one?
Rice Krispie treat cereal.
You didn't like that? Oh no? Okay.
Because those got they had to be the clusters.
Yes.
They had to be the clusters. They couldn't be the ones that were just like free in the box. Like it had to be the cereal. There was
I thought they always were clusters.
no. There's the cereal that like they're kind of like free in the box, and then there's like the cereal where it's clustered, and it had to be the clustered one that I would eat.
Because as you were mentioning it, I'm thinking there was a blue box and then there was a purple box.
Okay.
Was the lavender colored box the ones that were
I'm not
clumped?
sure.
Okay.
But it had to be the clump ones. The clump ones were better.
Frosted Flakes are Aaliyah's favorite. Cookie Crisp, Fruit Loops, love Fruit Loops. Ari loves Fruit Loops. Maria loves Cookie Crisp.
So we went to Sally Beauty the other day, which we don't really frequent Sally Beauty. Like, where are the stores you buy products from? Like, we don't really buy products from Sally Beauty. Like, that's not like, oh, let's go hair product shopping, let's go to Sally's. Like, when we say let's go hair product shopping, we're thinking like Target most of the time. We'll go to Target or like a beauty supply store, something like that. But, what was I gonna ask?
I don't know.
I forget. I was saying all that to say what?
What were you just saying? I'm sorry. Because I'm looking at Beagle Lady. She wants to know what's wrong with Market Pantry. Time after time after time I've been on live. I don't know what's wrong with it. I wish I knew. I don't know why they're generic food, because Target to me is like an upscale like Walmart. I love Target everything, but I don't like their generic food. Market Pantry to me is the absolute worst, personally.
What have you tried from Market Pantry?
I tried.
But you don't like it.
Like reasonable things. Like I'm not going to say I tried. Say like ketchup, because here I go again. Can I say ketchup? You said where do I get that from? Ketchup? Ketchup.
It's ketchup.
All right, ketchup.
She did clearly.
I'm not saying I tried ketchup because all ketchups are different. I'm saying I tried perhaps maybe pasta. Okay, just throw some in the pot, boil them, but something about it gets just weird. Okay.
Okay, but my tricolored pasta in there is Market Pantry.
Really?
And that, like I don't.
Yeah, I never tried it.
There's nothing wrong.
Yeah. What else have I tried Market Pantry? Guys, now I'm trying to think. Maybe crackers. Not like cookies, because cookies, you know, you have to have a specific appetite for a specific cookie, so you can't just get like a generic cookie. Definitely those busted granola bars. Say maybe like Quaker rice cakes, awful. Chips, horrible. Hot sauce, disgusting. Olives, like, are they even like any like vinegar there? Kind of like, it's just Market Pantry. I just don't care for it at all. What else have we tried over there at Market Pantry? I don't know, but I am not like a bougie type, and when it comes to like food, because you know I'm not a foodie to begin with, so I always say I eat to live, not live to eat. So I literally just want to get a piece of food in my mouth so I can just kind of like stave off the hunger.
I live to eat. I love food.
You love food, but I don't, and so I'm not like particular about my food, and so I do eat store generic brands, but nope. Not Market Pantry for some reason, and I don't know why, and I'm disappointed because Target to me is like everything. I love Target. It's affordable, it's nice, it's quality things at a very, well, let me not say a very, because Target knows their worth now. I think that they feel like they can put high prices on their things.
Target's clothes, their prices are ridiculous, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I feel like I can get cheaper stuff from Forever 21. I mean, why is Target clothing so expensive? What's that about?
And a good sale at a good store, you know, like a Macy's or Nordstrom or something, you can get cheaper things at those stores than you can at Target. I don't know why.
Yeah, no, their clothing section is canceled.
Yeah.
because like they're
Though
too
their
expensive.
t-shirts are good quality,
Mhm.
but I do think that they charge a lot.
Oh, I think I was asking where you guys buy your hair products from. That's what I was asking.
Okay, and somebody asked us something.
Like I like Target. I like House of Beauty online.
You were mentioning something and then you forgot what you were saying.
Yeah, I think that's where I was going
Oh,
with
to
it.
talk about the hair?
Because I said we were in Sally Beauty and then we were kind of cruising the
Okay,
shelves.
yeah.
And they had some decent stuff there. They did not have the As I Am, the new As I Am line. I was kind of disappointed about that. But
But what they did have, and I picked up, because I feel like now that we are decluttering, I can add on a little bit. So I got the main choice, Fro the Culture, mask, and the shampoo and the conditioner, because I never completed the line,
Yeah.
and so I want to try those things. And I just love the way
I
it
said
smells.
that will like make us feel better about decluttering, as if like we get new things. Like I'm sick of looking at this same old gel
Yeah.
that's like been out for years. Like I want some new stuff on
But
the shelf.
staying
So
focused. Like
yeah.
I know it's something I always want, and I love that line, and you guys know I do, because I always say that's my favorite line from the main choice. So I know it's something that I will use. We're not just trying to like stack the shelves back up again, product junkie ways.
Yeah.
We're getting things that we know that we will use, and that we will use. Yeah. So who doesn't use a mask? Who doesn't use the shampoo and the conditioner? So those things will get used, I hope. And if not, we said we want to move them out quicker. Like this whole thing is like working out good, so far so good. So I'm like, after videos, maybe we should do it like in a more timely fashion. Like guys, the last 6 months, these are the things that we use, but we know we won't use again. So maybe
Yeah.
we'll have like one of these kind of things again, this decluttering.
It's not
Yeah.
it's not overwhelming as far as like emails goes, because like everyone's basically like follow the rules. Like it's easy.
Yeah.
It's just the actual work of like building the boxes and like
Yeah.
doing like the shipping and the handling part is the part that's pretty tedious. But
Yeah.
other than that, I'm like, this is so good. I'm so happy like we're getting rid of this stuff, because it's a lot.
Yeah. And it feels like there's just like more room and more space.
But it's so funny. The post office lady's face is like shocked every time. Because every time I come, it's like 10 boxes, 10 boxes, 10. And so she's just like, dang. So today, like, you know, I was running, so I had like run 3 in, and then I had to run back to the car, and then run 3 more in, then run back to the car, and then run. So I was like, so you don't have any help today? I was like, no, not today. But like I'm like juggling all these boxes, and so yeah. No, but that's a good idea. Instead of like waiting so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we know right like at the end of a video or something whether or not it'll work, so we'll start having like a little pile of things that we know we won't return to.
Other guys helping you with the boxes. Adam's helped me twice. Once or twice, helping me get him like to the car. Today I pulled the car up to the door.
Oh,
Garage door did.
Yeah. And by the
I pulled it
time
right up to the door.
Spencer
Like,
gets home, the post office is closed.
Yeah.
He gets home like after 5, so everybody knows it closes
get a
at 5.
wagon. That's probably
Yeah.
a very good idea.
That's a good idea. But
Some guy, he looked like he was maybe like an eBay person.
Yes.
He had like a huge bag, like with
Yeah.
all his eBay stuff, and I'm like, I need one of them.
yeah. But thank goodness it's not long lines, because it is just like it's like a brand new built post office. Nobody's aware of it.
Mandy Manning, go to the email that I sent. Let's talk in the email.
Let's see. What part of fall are we both looking forward to? I think the weather. I love Halloween. I absolutely love Halloween. I even joined a Halloween page the other day on Facebook. I love my
you?
Christmas page.
We're already. I know you keep asking me. So what are we gonna be for Halloween this year? And so we're already planning.
Yeah.
We're already. If you weren't here last October for our Halloween lives, like every Friday in the month of October, we dressed up. So like head to the playlist, the live playlist, and go to like October, and you'll see how we dressed up. We carved a pumpkin.
We did.
What was I? I was Princess Poppy. I was a pumpkin. I was a angel.
Yeah.
You were a scarecrow. Like we totally dressed up. We were thing 1, thing 2. I think for like the last Friday.
My favorite week was when I was the witch, because I had that sickening hat and
and like the
I tilted it to the side. Like who sang that song? Who sang that? Oh my gosh. Carly Simon. You know that song?
You're so vain.
You're so vain. I like that song. She tipped her. Like,
Girl, I don't like that song.
I know you don't, but I love it. It's on my playlist.
I
So
know.
that's what I was.
I
tipping my
hate when
hat
you grab
on
the
Friday Night
aux
Live.
cord. You're like, can you play? I'm just like,
Yes, I know. You hate that. You hate me and Bobby McGee. You hate that song. I love it.
so annoying.
Love it.
that
Love it.
song.
Love it. Yeah, love
Because
it.
you do the harpoon thing, and you're just so like.
I
hate
can't just
that
sing
song.
without doing extra movements. And you still to this day remember movements. Remember when you were little and I babysat for.
Yeah, oh my
Not
gosh.
babysat for you. You guys are my kids.
What is it? Tim McGraw. Live like live like you're dying.
Oh yeah, live like you die, and then also Kenny Rogers, the Gambler.
The Gambler.
Yes.
Yeah, Kenny. Yeah, the Gambler
Yes, I have my
and Tim
own
McGraw, Live Like You're
movements.
Dying. Like you have movements, and so when they happen, like I'm doing the movements with you, and like we're like, and like.
Yeah.
No, but Bobby McGee, that song is annoying, and You're So Vain is very annoying. I don't like either one of those songs.
Yep. Yeah, I remember, I laugh when I think of me and Bobby McGee, because I remember when I used to go to this church, and, you know, it's an apostolic holiness church, they call it. A holiness church is the type of, like, very, very churchy, okay? They follow everything, like, to the letter. Like, I wouldn't say, like, a whole lot of rules, but it's just, it's not Baptist, it's not Pentecostal. It's, like, to me, the kind that they want you to wear dresses, no makeup, all of that kind of stuff, okay? So anyway, they had a marriage group, and we went to the marriage group, and for entertainment, we did karaoke. They didn't think, I guess, to do karaoke Christian music, so everybody was just picking from the playlist. And I picked Me and Bobby McGee, and people picked other things on the list, but none of it was Christian music. And when we got back to church that Sunday, oh my gosh, the bishop there had a living fit. Like, how do you do a marriage ministry thing and y'all playing like secular music? Like, we didn't know. Like, we were all like, basically fighting over the book. The words were coming up on the screen, the big TV. I grabbed the mic, I wore blood red shoes. Okay, it was so funny. It was so funny. We had like the best time. But yeah, no, they were not having that. They said the next time, Christian music or there'll be no karaoke.
That's so funny.
No, it's not Seventh-day Adventist. No, it's Pentecost. It's apostolic. It's like a division of Pentecostal. It's Jesus only church.
You've put me on to like
Yes, super. I got that feeling,
Can I
kid
jazz
sister,
it?
that you were familiar with that faith apostolic. I don't know, something. I think on your page or something. I get an impression that a few of you guys are familiar with apostolic.
I think we had mutual friends too from people down south that were like in the faith, and I was like, oh okay.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
think that's time we were like, oh look, who she knows. Like,
Okay.
what was I getting ready to say? I don't remember. I keep losing my train of thought tonight.
Well, you'll be fine.
Oh, Ina, thank you. She said it looks like my hair is growing. It's like coming and going.
Let me see.
You know, some days your hair looks like it's growing, and then other days it looks like you have like 2 pieces of hair on your head. That's that's how my days are going.
Yeah, Beagle Lady, that happened to me too, because I wasn't necessarily like a dress-wearing person, though the 10 years that I attended the church, I wouldn't say necessarily became one. I followed the rules of the church. But when I first went there, like, to me, black dress pants were fantastic. Like, that was me being dressed up, because you guys know that I'm just kind of like a sweatpant, leggings kind of girl, okay? So when we went to church, I thought wore black pants, heels, nice button-down blouse, all of that. And I think when they go on and give a message across, sometimes in churches they'll tell it from the pulpit, so that they're not like really pulling you aside and embarrassing you. And we were brand new at the church, so thank goodness like he didn't do that. But I got the message loud and clear, so I didn't realize that you couldn't wear pants. I had no idea. I thought that because I wore black pants, like, that was dressy, and I didn't really notice that everybody else wasn't until he got there and he said, if you're under my like leadership, women are not to wear pants. And then, like, basically the tithing music started, and everybody started tithing. I would not tithe. I did not, like, I gave the money to, like, the kids or Jay or whatever at the time, but I was not marching around the church, because now I'm like, oh my gosh, like, I couldn't get out of there quick enough. In my mind, I just kind of, like, kept a very low profile, and that's very difficult for me. But I was just like, wow. But he said it from the pulpit. It was too late. I was already in there in the church in the pants. So now, like, you're kind of like uncomfortable in your
Beagle
place.
Lady said she always used to wear pants until one of the elders was like, sweetie, you need to get a skirt. That's like so cringe. That happened to me. They were like, you know, your skirt needs to go like below your knee, or needs to go further down to the floor, or something like that. Like, it's just, and like you're standing there and what you're wearing, and it's just like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's just like so
think,
uncomfortable.
I think that I have a very strong personality, and I think that I think I struggled there. I think I struggled there
Someone wants to know
because,
who's who. I'm TaylorAnne.
and I'm LoriAnne.
Okay.
I think I struggled there because to me it was just a lot of rules that were not important. I think the church that I went to before that had the right idea that you find Jesus and then Jesus will change you. My cousin is a bishop at an apostolic church, and he knows how to maneuver this and navigate this for new believers or new people to the faith. And if you're not familiar with the doctrine, okay, it's the Bible, but there's also a doctrine in the church. If you're not familiar with the man-made doctrine, then it can be tricky. And so you got baptized in Jesus' name. That's the kind of like the distinction, the difference, because most Christian churches get baptized in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost or the Holy Spirit. Okay, and I think maybe what is that? The other one, Kojic gets baptized in the name of the Father and the Son. Perhaps I'm not quite sure 100%, but Jesus only. Apostolic churches get baptized in the name of Jesus. And so after that, then I asked one day, and they don't like a whole lot of questions, like just do, okay? That's like kind of like the way it was, like don't ask questions, just do, God gonna tell you what to do. Like that kind of, to me, ignorant way of thinking that they don't want to be questioned about things. And to me, it was kind of confusing coming from a Trinitarian background. So aside from that, once you get baptized, I said, why do you yank people out the pool? I said, and tell them, now come back next week with your dress on. I said, you know how discouraging that can be for somebody? Now, I had a wardrobe at home. I just didn't want to wear it, but it wasn't a problem financially for me. But why would you do that to someone that really, it was in New Haven, Connecticut, which is like an inner city kind of a place. And so not everybody that would possibly walk around the street and see that and kind of get the impetus to walk into the church may not have that kind of money. And so to discourage somebody that finally took that step to give their life to Christ and have the witness of being baptized, and before you could even blow the water out of your face, now come back next week with a dress on, we wear dresses here. I said, why do you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, that was like the first problem. They're like basically mind your business, don't ask, don't get everybody like all riled up about it. But I didn't like that. I did not like that. So that was just one of my many problems. I definitely had a problem with the makeup thing because I love wearing makeup. And I felt like, why do you make a distinction about, they said it was vain to wear makeup. I said, but why do you allow people to wear weaves? That's vain too. Like my choice of vanity
is makeup.
Was makeup.
But why is anybody saying about like people changing up their wigs or their hair color?
Right.
Like no one's saying anything about that. But if you have like a lipstick on that's bright, like you get the side eye. Like you weren't supposed to have, like we like our makeup. We love makeup, and that was just not an option. Like
I love makeup.
Like not wearing makeup.
And so they didn't like that, and so I struggled with that area. I said, how is it that I cannot wear makeup, but people can wear weaves? To me, that's vain. Like you're not happy with the hair that God gave you on your head, so now you're gonna make it longer or shorter or turn it blonde or whatever. And I didn't think that was fair. I'm like, why are you making such a distinction with me? Calling me out for it, but people with weaves, you're not. So, and wigs, I just didn't understand that. So, again, man-made rules. So there is really no rationalization to it. It's just like whatever the whim. Then, like, I feel like
people should just
then the head of the church, the head of the Pentecostal assemblies had a sickening wife.
His wife was
and wore makeup, skirts, heels, everything.
I think there's like the huge thing, like the PAW, there's like all the different churches, right?
Right.
But like all the churches were different. Like, so like our church was like strict about, makeup and skirts and whatever else, but like not all the churches were, because like you said, the very head, like their church wasn't, and like his wife was popping, like
she knew
cute
how to
clothes,
beautify,
makeup, hair changes
she
all
stood
the time.
out so much when they came to visit. I'm like, who is that? I'm like, she's beautiful. And they're like, that's his wife. And I said, in their Pentecost, their Assemblies of the World, PAW, I'm like, if she's dressing like that, and he is the leader of the PAW, and his wife is dressing like that, so that how can the other churches underneath that leadership have so many stringent rules when the leader's wife is wearing makeup and stuff? I couldn't understand that. So again, another confusing thing, man-made doctrine.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was difficult.
My lipstick is, I have it here. It's from Sally Beauty. The brand is Collab, and it's Raven Elisa's color. They did like a collab makeup, Collab Cosmetics did a collab with influencers. So this is actually Raven Elisa's color, and it's What's Up. And I don't know why I didn't pick it up sooner, because I absolutely love it. It's like the perfect color. But yeah, Sally Beauty Collab Cosmetics, and the color What's Up, Raven Elisa's color.
Egypt B said, I love the Anastasia Dip Brow Gel. You have that, right? The Dip Brow Gel?
I used to.
I thought it was like a little too harsh for me. It's just like for me, I felt at my age I want to do a little bit lighter, but I do have the Anastasia in the little pot, the powder, almost like an eyeshadow, and I like the color. I think I got soft brown, and I think I also got medium brown, maybe light brown. I like the way they do it because they split the little pan, and you can kind of like dip back and forth. So yeah, no, I love Anastasia has cornered the market to me on
Brow products.
brow
I feel like they were the
products.
ones that really kicked it off. The whole brow trend.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you are, Kid Sister? You're where the PAW offices are? Okay.
Hi, Poppy K. It's from Australia.
Oh. What time is it over there?
That's a good question.
Yes, it's what their belief is.
I think Ulta's 21 days of, is it their annual thing? The 21 days is coming up.
Oh, is it? When does that start?
Either the end of August or the beginning of September, right? Lorianne, what's the best moisturizer or stylers to follow up with after using Knot Sauce? Just Ashley, it's coming. It is coming. I'm editing it now.
Okay. After using Knot Sauce. Knot Sauce is glycerin free. I would always put that under anything that I would use when I was using it at the time. Still have it, you know. But there's like again so many products that we're grabbing for, but nothing like really comes to mind because it's just a fantastic leave-in. I love the way it smells. It's detangler, so I never kind of understood the concept of detangler, just using something to detangle my hair because I didn't really struggle with that because my hair is so short. So, but I would leave it in, and then whatever I chose to follow it up with after that, whatever the day would be. So I might even like follow it up with maybe Pattern Pusher or something because it's glycerin free, or what is that? Honey's Handmade. I love their glycerin free. I hate this time of year. This is when those little like gnats are trying to hang on. Get on my nerves. The aloe gel, because that's glycerin free. But I wouldn't necessarily stick to that now that we're all into this glycerin free thing. My mindset. But any sort of a gel, any sort of a cream, however else you would use a leave-in is the way I used it at the time. I didn't have any particular rules or anything that kind of like stands out. It was just another leave-in that I just loved the way it smelled, loved the way it felt, loved the way it worked. And it was easy to work with. Nothing kind of curdled underneath it.
Sephora VIP in Rouge,
Yes.
20% off.
Yep, it sure had my
We
card.
really haven't had a chance to have a good like mall day
I know.
because of doggy. You know, we hate kind of like leaving him by himself, like locked up in the crate all day because if he cries, no one can hear him. And so we haven't really been able to like go to the mall or like see anything. But we totally need like an Ulta day, a Sephora day.
Oh, BeautyCon,
All of that.
LA. Okay, yeah, we've been seeing that. What's there?
Should I tell him my news? What's gonna be happening in the fall?
Yes, girl, definitely.
So, for those of you guys who don't know, I'm actually a certified elementary school teacher, so I decided this fall to kind of dip my feet kind of back in the education community. So I applied to be a district sub in the town that we live at, and I got hired. So I will be substitute teaching this fall, winter, spring, and summer. Yeah, I got hired for the 2019-2020 year, so I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Yeah.
I'm very excited.
I'm
And
happy for you because I know that's your heart. That's what you went to college for. You are a teacher in heart. And because of the fact that, you know, you were bullied going through school and you just always wanted to just be a part of that in the classroom to just like look out for those kinds of signs. I would think that somebody like you who was so bullied would like stay so far away, but instead you kind of like dove right in to be there. For children that go through that, to kind of like be like a teacher. I hate those teachers that are like, just go sit back down, go sit back down. The child's crying, distraught. I don't want to hear it, sit back down. You know, it was both of you. You know, just like, I hate that kind of thing. And you just were determined to not be that kind of a teacher. So, yeah, so you went to school, graduated, all of that. But when she graduated, it was in December, and basically the positions are filled, you know, throughout the summer, beginning of the year. Teachers are already in their classrooms. So then YouTube came up,
And then I just kind of went with that, and we've been doing that for
Yeah.
a little over 2 years now. And so I do have my certification, I do have my degree, and I could have went straight in to teaching, but I was like, I've been out of the field, I feel like, for so long now that I kind of just want to get re-warmed up with, you know, the classroom and kids and all that kind of stuff. So I'm like, let me sub first and just kind of get my feet wet. And I'm kind of excited because I am certified K6, K through 6, kindergarten through 6th grade, but I do kind of want to like sub middle school, sub high school. I do want to bounce around, so just to kind of get a feel of all the levels. So
I like it so that like the whole responsibility isn't 100% like you have to organize like a classroom and get all of the lessons and all that. But I felt like you needed that. You felt you needed that when you graduated. You had what, 3 months of
yeah.
student
So I
teaching?
had like 2 years like of like classwork and like field placements, and then the actual student teaching where you no longer go to the college, you actually go to a school and you work full time. Was only 4 months. And so when I graduated in those 4 months, like I was pretty, like I was on fire, I was ready to teach, but I was also like terrified. I was like, I can't see myself doing this by myself in a classroom right now. So that's probably what like really held me back. And like now I feel like I'm almost like 2.5 years removed, and I'm like now like I'm even like kind of worse off than I was before. So I just kind of have to get back into it. I am a little bit older than I was, you know, 2 or 3 years ago when I graduated. So we'll just see how it goes.
You're gonna be
But
fantastic,
I'm excited.
girl.
I'm excited, and it's the town I live in. I went through these schools, so
I
I'm
know.
excited to be
That's
working
so
like
cool.
in this
Yeah.
district. So when they said like, you know, we'd love to have you, you're hired, and like here's the rest of the process, I was like, oh my God, like I'm gonna have my own tag, and like I'm gonna work. I'm
And
excited.
as a mother
I'm excited.
that you know dropped her kids off at those schools, whatever. Now my daughter's a teacher at those schools. It's just like, oh my gosh, like I'm so proud, so proud, so proud.
So we said, you know, we have to. Of course, MADCURLS isn't going anywhere, so we have to like figure out a new schedule and doggy and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's the news.
That's the news.
Teacher tag. Teacher TaylorAnne.
Right now.
Very true, half pint.
That's true, right?
Very
Okay.
true. Bye, Leslie Boo. Leslie Brown said middle school kids and high school kids have stank attitudes. I know. When I was first like in college, like picking a grade, I think I started in early childhood. I didn't understand like the difference between, I didn't know there were levels, and then when I figured out what early childhood was, I was like this is not what I want. So I went with K6, and I love my favorite grades are 3rd and 4th grade. I love 3rd grade and 4th grade. But I was like, since I have this opportunity to kind of go where I want to go, like I want to see how I would do with high schoolers, how I would do with middle schoolers, because I could technically go back, get my master's, and like be certified K-12 if I wanted to be. So I want to see if that's maybe something I want to do. Maybe, perhaps, maybe. We're not jumping on windows yet, but.
Amalia Shabazz, we said you'll have to update us on how it goes. Yeah, we said now we have new content.
Yeah, I'm sure
You know?
I'll have a story like every week, like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, like I was subbing in the class today, like, so.
Yeah, we said bring new content to Friday Night Live. It'll
Yeah.
be so much fun. Along with my stories of being at a house with the dogginess. And Taylor does so much. I didn't realize how much she did until she went the other day for the interview and to drop off the packets and all that. It was just me and Doggy. And I told you, like, when I looked up, like, one little eyeball, and you were going
What was
out.
it? It was like 9 o'clock in the morning, and I went up to him like, hey mom, like Doggy's sleeping. Typically he gets up like 10:30. I was like, so I'm just gonna head out the door. You were like, basically like, don't make any noise, don't make a sound, don't even breathe. And I'm like I'm not. I couldn't even make my coffee. I was like, okay, I'm heading out the door. But you said basically like the second
I heard the motor start, and I heard the car back down the driveway, and then I heard Doggy. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, don't do this to me. Like, please don't. But he was relentless. He was not taking no for an answer. So I dragged myself downstairs and got him. But it's funny how pets know, or at least he knows, a monkey knows what tree to climb, because he does different things for different people. And I was like, Doggy, I'm not having it. You're going to get someplace and you're going to sit down. I am not TaylorAnne. I am not young. Sit down here right next to me. We're not doing all that jumping around and all that. So I took him out.
at
took
9
him to
o'clock
the
in the morning.
I took him to the bathroom. When you came in, and you couldn't believe he was sitting down there eating like a. He basically was like playing with his paws, because I said, I can't even get up to get you a toy in your crate because I can't. I'm too tired and my bones are not working right now. I was like aching every place I could ache, and I didn't want to climb like this big stair over here, like it's like one great big step, and my legs couldn't work that way early in the morning. I had to stretch things out. So I'm like, so I am not doing this morning. You're going to listen. He tried everything. First he tried paper, then he tried pills, he tried everything, and finally he just was stuck with his little paws on his little back, his little legs up, and his little hands. And I'm like, there's your entertainment right there, your God-given paws, okay, right there. And he entertained his little self with that.
I walked in and he was just sitting there. And then like he saw me, and then of course he like basically jumped off the couch and was jumping and leaping, and I'm like, doggy. But he was sitting there, I guess, being a good boy the whole time.
Yeah, because he tried everything. He tried grabbing my iPhone. He tried grabbing the string to the headphones. He tried everything. Nope, give me that. Nope, give me that. Nope, give me that. And I knew he needed a toy, but I just could not get up and get a toy. So I think I just got a toy when you came in. I'm like, oh my God, I just dragged myself back to the couch. So yes, it's going to be a huge adjustment for all of us around here.
Yeah, Melanie
Yes.
Sheva said, in my school district, the first graders fight like grown men.
Wow.
Yeah, that's where I did all my field placements, in districts where first graders fought like grown men. Yeah, that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
And Kathy Ann said, my stories will be about the parents. LOL, I can't wait. Like, parents and it's like in college they taught you about the kids and they teach you how to deal with the parents. And like, of course, everything is like I learned more actually during my field placement, actually being in the classroom and during my student teaching. Dealing with the parents was like my favorite thing. I sat there through every single parent-teacher conference, which they were like, typically student teachers don't do that because you're not going to be there the full year. Like I guess they're not really invested, but I was so invested. I had so much fun. I sat up there both nights for parent-teacher conferences. I'm like, because I know these kids. And I'm like, I want to see where they get like their personalities from. Like, I want to meet their parents. I really do like the parents. I like parents.
Yeah.
But it's like a whole different animal. The kids and then parents are like a whole different thing. But I do enjoy parents.
Leslie said, oh my God, the story about Lori getting lost had me so anxious. It did it? Why? Because you're in New York. Like, you don't drive, Leslie. Yeah, I always get Leslie LeBron and Leslie Booth. Okay. You don't drive, right? You take the bus everywhere, so it would never happen to you. But yes, I was living it. I was petrified. It was very,
I know, you called and you were like, Tay, like, I'm scared, I'm getting nervous, I'm lost, it's dark, and I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm like, everybody's like, just remain calm.
I know. Who knows the story and who saw our last video, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, M. Terry said she tried to share my location. Yeah.
Oh,
it's helpful.
You?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think I discovered the share my
Good
location
night, Veronica Glover.
last year. Good night, Veronica. Last year when we went to Georgia, remember like the boys drove off somewhere that where were we in South Carolina
We were
or
in
South
South
Carolina
Carolina,
in Charleston. We were
sidewalk.
lost, and
Yes.
he was like, "Where are you?" And I'm like, "Hold on, like let me figure out." I was trying to tell him where we were, and I came across that. So when you called the other night, that was the first thing that came to my head. I'm like, you can like share your location, which is good because it was dark. How would you even begin to have told us like where you were?
Yeah.
It was so dark.
I could not see. No, it was very frightening. And I knew I struggled at night, so I'm never out there. But that night, I had to go out there. I mean, I kind of like things are changing around here. We have doggy, and so we have to be cognizant of that. He can't be left alone, so one of us has to stay here if the boys won't agree to do that. I mean, everyone has their own life. Spencer goes to work all day, so why should he not go to the gym after work? He shouldn't have to come in and like start like watching doggy, all right? I don't know what Adam was doing, what he's up to, or he may not have like the confidence quite yet, and he's a grown man and all of that, but like, man, like, as of like a mother, like, you kind of like, I'm not gonna just leave like our baby with just like any old body, Wi-Fi. So I was like, So we need it done, and we need it done right. All right, and so Taylor's like, we can't go together. We're gonna have to start splitting these parties up. I think I went to the dentist the other day. We had to split the party up.
And like that day, like I had stuff to do. Like you were out at night, and I had an appointment like at like 6 o'clock at night to go like get fingerprints. So like I had stuff that I had to do, and so you had to go out.
Yeah, so I went my way. You had to go your way. And so that's what happened. That's how it started. Now, probably, it doesn't matter. I don't think dark is dark. I don't think if I left the store at 8 as opposed to 9:30 or something, it would have made a difference. Dark is dark.
Dark is dark, yeah.
So, but it was late, it was dark. And I guess the later it gets, like the quieter it gets, the less traffic it is. And it's scary, it's eerie, it's frightening.
I mean, I was just so happy you called. Like, I'm like, like, what else would you have done? Just
because,
kept driving?
I'm forever running out of charge or whatever.
No.
Yeah, that would have been rough.
But I was in the kitchen. I had just started like cooking food, and you like called. I'm like, where are you? I'm like, you should have been home. And you were like, I'm lost and I'm scared and I can't breathe. And I'm like, all right. And I'm like, Adam, let's go.
Britt Ferguson, I know. Like, this is like what you raise. This is what you instill in your children. Like, I raised good kids, and the first, I mean, as I was on the phone, you were calling out for Wi-Fi. Like, Wi-Fi, get dressed. Like, we gotta go get mom. And I just like, oh wow, I have great kids. You guys really did.
And then when we pulled up in the parking lot where you were, all I saw was like the lights on in your car and just your head. And I'm like, there she is. Like, and I'm like, Mama, you got lost. But it's okay.
I know, I did. Because when we're out and we're driving, I like the roads that were one time familiar to me are no longer really familiar to me. And I'm like, Tay, do I turn right here? Like, you're always there. Like, you're like the voice in my head. I don't have to think about anything. You do all the thinking. You're like, Mom, don't forget to turn up here. I'm like, oh, okay. But I didn't have that. And yeah, no, it's pretty scary. And that doggone Waze, you know, and I couldn't read the sign. And then you hear that, I said, I hate
The
that
emoji
Yeah.
was
Oh,
so
oh yes, my
her
last will
will
and testament. Yeah.
Take care of my things.
I said so much more, but I don't know why I got cut off.
Girl,
Yeah.
because it was busted. It was meant to get cut off. It was just busted. Take care of my
I
things.
love that thing though, that the emoji, it looks just like me. It was cute.
So, yeah, because I mean, Roshetta's asked, did you take the wrong turn out of the parking lot? Like, where Walmart is either, like, I was even going to tell you on the phone, okay, like, when you leave Walmart, I'm like, just take a right, go all the way down, you're going to run into the highway. Like, you know, like, where Peach Wave is, like, I was going to tell you, like, you know how to get home.
I'll take a right.
But Waze, there was, I guess, traffic
Yeah.
all ways that night, so it took her back roads. And back roads in Connecticut, like, is a whole different animal
Yes.
because it's just the woods. Like,
and
you
certain
don't,
parts of Connecticut
Yeah,
are
certain
even
parts of
more
Connecticut.
of a whole different animal.
it's just dark.
Yeah.
No little poles with lights on them. Like, it's just pitch black.
Like our
And
street
so,
is pitch
our
black.
street is pitch black.
Pitch
Like,
black
it's so dark
right
out
now.
there.
Absolutely pitch black. And so that's what I'm dealing with.
You are only 9 minutes away.
Yeah.
But it just the road, sometimes it's just these endless roads. The roads are just endless. So I think you just got confused and it was like, you know, in 3.4 miles, take a right. You're like, 3.4 miles? Like, I'm
So
not,
the first time
yeah.
I did it, and I drove, and I drove, and I drove, and I drove, and I'm like, this is I was like getting mad at myself for being so stupid to follow these directions. And so I did it the first time, but then when I heard that beep 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 again, 'cause I missed another turn, I'm like, doggone, I'm like, okay, it may not be that bad. They might say, you know, go up like 2 streets and then, you know, like basically like show me how to do a U-turn, but it didn't. It said, you know, go 4.6 miles to like Right Street, and I'm like, no way. I'm like, no way am I doing that. I was like mad at that point. I was mad, and I'm like, this is ridiculous. I like temper tantrum time. I'm about ready to open up the window and throw the thing out the window. I was like that mad. I was tired.
Girl, that would have solved what?
I don't know.
Like the other day, I was like, I'm so mad, I'm about to throw the couch. And you were like, what's that gonna solve? Like,
You're not ready to do what, throw the couch
I was like, I'm gonna throw the couch. Like, oh, me and you last night, we were trying to like calculate money or something for bills, and I was like, Ma, I don't understand. I'm like, you know, I'm getting ready to throw this couch, and you were like, what's that gonna do?
You still got to pay the bills at the end when the couch lands
When the
again.
couch lands, like, we're still gonna be where we're at. Like, so throwing it out the window, you're still gonna be lost. But
So,
for me, any map, Google Map, Waze Map, there's the map, obviously, right? And then you know you're the arrow, and you follow the highlighted line. I'm like, so when it tells you to turn right, you're the arrow. You're the highlighted line. And like that, you don't understand that. And I don't understand
No.
why you don't understand that. I'm like, you are the arrow. The arrow is you. So it's
Okay.
telling you to take a right. The highlighted line, like, you're right. It's showing. Like, I don't,
Yeah.
you like to read it.
Yeah,
I'm
I just-
visual. I have to look at the arrow and the highlighted line. I follow it
yeah,
like
you
that.
are definitely visual.
If it tells me take a right in 3.4 miles, I don't know what that is. So like I have to see when that little highlighted line goes like this. Like that's how I can, or like this. I said right.
And sometimes it'll show take a right, but you know how it's kind of like that curved right? So I was coming across some of those curved rights, and if you follow it all the way out on the curve, that could be wrong, or they want you to take like a sharp one, but it shows you like 2 kind of like turns, and you don't know which one to take, and it's like your guess is as good as mine, and once you take the wrong one, beep, 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 and then I'm like, oh my gosh, like this, it was a nightmare.
Yeah.
It was really a nightmare, and so finally I'm like, you know, let me stop this. I'm pulling over, and I'm calling for help while I still can.
But yeah, you were only 9 minutes away,
Mhm.
but you were almost there.
Almost.
And the 3.4 miles, I'm like, yeah, Mom, that makes sense. I'm like, it's gonna dump you right off, like, you know, on this main street. I'm like, and then you would have been home. I was like, so that was right. I'm like, it's
When I
just a really
saw
long
Web
street.
Circle, that started getting me nervous. I'm like, Web Circle, they are going to take me through back roads.
Yeah.
I know Web Circle because that's the bus route.
And the back roads, you said,
Yeah.
are like the Jason Voorhees roads.
They are.
or
They
whatever.
are definitely those Jason Voorhees roads.
Yeah.
So, And it's, you know, getting lost is like really no joke. You think like, okay, you get lost and eventually you find your way out. No,
Michaela.
you don't. No, you don't. What's that show that we were watching in the beginning of the summer that we loved, and we watched like all the sea ones when they were on the sea?
Oh, I shouldn't be alive or something
yeah,
like that.
See, there, guys, see? That's why I did my last will and testament. I shouldn't be alive. But there was one
It was not that. It was okay.
where a man and a woman and another couple went on a trip, and he wanted to go see like some temple or something and take photos, and he kind of like walked away from the people, went into
Oh
like
my
the
gosh,
woods.
the guy that got lost in Mexico, was it Mexico?
I don't know where it was at.
He was I
Some
think
ruins he wanted to find.
it was New Mexico or I think it was Mexico, like the ruins, and like it's like some huge,
Yeah.
like 20-something mile long forest, or it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
But he took one long turn and like he got lost in these woods. It was so many woods.
One small turn on feet, walking.
A jungle. It wasn't woods. It was a jungle.
Yeah,
which
it
is
was
like
a
a whole
jungle.
different thing.
And everything looks the same. All the branches, all the trees, all the leaves, everything looked the same. He literally like went out of his mind. Like by the end of like, how long was he there? He was there for oh my gosh,
20-something days.
yeah,
I think.
that's insane. If you can just think, if you can just think about that, 20, that's scary.
That's
And then you
terrifying.
start doing desperate things. I mean, you know, we
He
like,
ate a lizard.
Yeah, you know, we were saying one time. Oh, I said last night. I always do you know how I raise my kids. I always do like the what if questions. So I was eating chips last night, and when I walked by, I saw this can of dog food that doggy has not had yet. We haven't given him any wet food. He's happy with what he eats. So I saw it, and I said, "Tay, for $1 million, guys." As bored as I get when I make emojis in my last will and testament, it's just like my
I'm minding my
personality.
business on the couch, editing a video, chilling, just relaxing, and you're like, Tay.
For $1 million, I said, would you eat the chips that I'm having right now with this can of dog food?
As dip.
As dip. I said, you have an hour to eat it. And so you were
You're
like,
just like,
said, yeah, you would.
Not productive ever. Like, I'm working, and you're just
I'm like,
Tay.
you would? And I said, I would never.
Ma, I would eat for $1 million. Like, I could get it down. I
Yeah.
could totally get it down.
And then you're like, Ma,
can't-
for Ma, like $2 million. I'm like, no, I'm like, let me stop you right there before we have to go through the 2s and 3s.
Who's
and 4s.
doing it for $1
I would not
million?
do it
Chips
for-
and dog food for dip.
I said, I wouldn't do it for $1 billion. So we could just stop it right there. Let me just cut to the chase. I would not eat dog food.
That's ridiculous.
And
I'm like,
Tostitos,
Ma.
okay, never. But if you're lost in the wood, I mean, you were drinking your pee. You were eating a little bit of everything when you're lost, because other than that, you die.
Yeah.
Okay, you have to eat something or drink something. Who would eat dog food and chips?
Rochelle naturally said she would.
Okay, who
Jalise
else? Who else is those nasty followers? Who else would? Well, Joy Taylor.
Listen, we have a millie. $1 million? Are you kidding me? I would get the dog food down and have some mouthwash or something on the side afterward. Not a problem.
Because said she would do her
on
dog
Survivor,
food.
they're eating pig snouts and pig eyes and fish eyes and sea slugs, and they're eating everything out there. So I would eat a can of dog food.
The can,
But you gotta eat the chips too. You gotta get the chip and you gotta dip it in like dip.
Go grab the can. The can is like it's on the table there. So I had to bring I had to show the visuals since you can only deal in visuals. The can is like a normal, like it's thicker than like the Campbell's soup can, but it's not like hearty soup, but it's a nice good size. And you have to open it, okay. Health extension, okay. This is like a little thicker in circumference than Campbell's soup. So this, crack it open.
It depends on what brand.
Put some Tostitos, and then you have an hour to finish it. Just keep dipping the Tostitos.
Oh,
in.
an hour?
Who would do it?
An hour.
It depends on the brand.
And you gotta keep it down.
You guys have choices of dog food.
13.
Aries, that depends on the dog. You guys have brands. You have choices.
13.2 ounces
Cammy, it's a lot.
and Tostitos for an hour.
It can't be that bad in 2019. Okay. I'll take Royal Canine or Science Diet. Okay.
It's $1 million, Mom. It's $1 million. $1 million. $1 million. Just to eat a can of dog food with some chips. I would do it.
Yeah, no, I really am Miss Mo. I just am. Just too bougie to get that. Yeah, there's got to be easier ways, because I can't.
She
I
really
don't like
wouldn't do
force.
it.
I don't
I'm like, Mom, I'm like, you know, like how we're struggling right now. I'm like, $1 million? You wouldn't eat dog food
No.
for your family? I'm like,
no,
really?
Nope. But then you said something. I said I wouldn't do it for any amount of money. Somebody said like they would like take away one of my kids. I don't want to say the words. I never know what YouTube allows, what doesn't. You guys get my drift. And I have to eat that
Someone's
dog
like, only
food.
if it's no taxes. They can't be taking taxes
Right?
out of $1 million.
I know what they do on Survivor.
They
They only
take
get like 600 something thousand.
Yeah.
But no, for my kids' lives, to save their lives, and I'd have to do that. Crack it open. I'd start eating right now. Talking to you guys, I would anything for my kids. But for just like $1 million for myself, no. It's like
Girl,
no, I would not. I could
that's
not.
busted,
but for my
girl.
kids, my
I
strength,
would
my
eat
inner strength would arise.
Every bite. I would lick the can
Yeah.
for $1 million.
Nope. The mom in me would come out, and I would say, "This is my child's life. Like I have lived my life, and like all I have to do is eat a can of dog food. Like how selfish
Maggie
could
said
I
her
be?"
husband said yes, he would do it.
Who said it?
Her husband? Wait, Maggie said, I have a dog food phobia, but my husband said yes.
Yeah, see, but I couldn't get it down. Yeah, I couldn't get it down.
Girl. Real chicken, garden carrots, and peas. Chunky chicken stew.
Chunky chicken stew.
Chunky chicken stew.
Hashtag
chunky chicken stew.
Hashtag chunky chicken stew. Who's here tonight that would do it? Leave it in the comments.
Chunky chicken
Chunky
stew.
chicken stew. Hashtag. Then we know y'all are real ones here.
Oh my god.
And those are the ones I want to be bothered with. No, see,
Those are the
FH,
ones
mom,
I'll be
I know
bothered
you're
with
that kind of mom.
because we'll be millionaires. You know, I don't think you're a millionaire till you have like a couple million.
Yeah, that's
but
what they say nowadays.
I would not be bothered, girl. I would do it for $1 million. Anything less than $1 million, probably not.
But salt and pepper on it. Is it already salty? I don't know.
Is there anything you would do for $1 million that didn't involve us? Like anything? Like nothing food related, because you don't like food like that. So like,
if I had a half hour at Nordstrom's to shop, I had to do it a half hour.
girl,
Like
it
give
has to
me
be
something. I
miserable.
can't think of anything. Like I can't think of anything
Like
miserable.
Fear Factor. Remember the show Fear Factor? They would like do anything on there,
No.
like get into like
No.
like a tub of snakes or like a tub of eels.
You also try to make recipes out of it.
Eat
You should heat it from the stove. Like no. But it's a time limit, exactly. So that's the stress. That's the because you're being forced. If I had like as long as you want to do, you have a month, you have 2 months, you have 6 months. Whenever you finish it, you get your
Like
million.
the times I put salt and pepper on it.
You know, these people seem experienced dog food eaters. I can't with our subscribers.
Maybe
I
some
can't.
hot sauce.
No. Oh my gosh, I can't.
Maybe some hot sauce, maybe.
I wouldn't even eat when I go to the pet store. Everything is so doggone cute now. Like they are like really like I would buy you guys dog toys if you guys were kids now because their toys are so cute. Dog toys have come a long way. They are so cute. So the cookies, I know that they don't taste like sweet, but I swear those cookies are so cute. They look like bakery, and they make that distinction because they put them like in a glass case with like a little door. They have like a little paper you can take out and grab the cookies just like you would in a bakery and put it in the bag. And the bag is so cute and designer. It's so show that cute bag right here. This,
Girl, I'm
the
tired of getting up,
girl. I'm
girl.
sorry, I need props. Gotta show them. The Pet Valley bag, it's so cute, and they have like the bakery, but the cookies, I know, are like they have like cheese and chicken. Like who eats a cookie with cheese and chicken? Like cookies are supposed to be sweet, but it looks so sweet. It'll be the size and shape of a cupcake, pink frosting, cute little. But it's the ingredients. It's not a cookie. I don't know what it is, but look at the quality bag. So cute. So yeah, but no, not the bakery cookies. I got toy.
Doggy's just flat out on the
He got a
floor.
new toy. He's
Sleeping.
cute.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And then he loves the peanut butter. I love this stuff. We put it in this pacifier thingy, and that entertains him for a while. It's doggy peanut butter.
A treat. Yeah, when I had to brush his hair today, I gave it to him. Some peanut butter, his little toy, and he sat there and licked it and let me brush his hair.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So Ferguson said this conversation turned left real quick. That's so funny.
Who said that?
That's Friday Night Live. Like you
Yes.
never know. We were talking about. I don't remember what we were talking about too. Would you eat
Dog food.
dog food and dip?
I
Chips
know.
and dog food dip.
It's just like whatever. Like I think someone said, first of all, that our channel was antiquated because we don't talk about relevant things. But I said we would if somebody threw out something relevant. Other than that, we entertain ourselves, all of us. Like not just me and you. Like you guys throw things out. We'll catch a question. We'll start talking. So nobody governs it except all of us. So if you don't like what we're talking about, throw out something you want to talk about. Like what is your idea of something relevant or 2019? She's like, we fell off the time warp from 1990. Well then throw out something that you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Nothing's off the table.
Especially Friday Night Live. Like
Nothing's off the
the
table.
conversation can
Yeah.
change to anything at any point.
That's it.
So if it needs to change the subject, change it to what? What would you like to talk about?
Exactly. And I'm going to the back. Sharon Johnson.
Hi, Sharon Johnson. What time is it? Oh, it's 10 o'clock.
Fear Factor is so gross. And they do like real like Survivor was bad enough, but I saw a Fear Factor one time where they put a woman in a box and then poured all snakes all over her.
Oh no.
And she had to be there for like a certain amount of time. Are you kidding me? I probably could do that more though than I could do as long as I wouldn't bite. I could do that probably longer than with birds.
Could they
I'd lose my mind.
Could they
with birds.
guarantee that?
I don't know. Maybe they have the mouth taped or shut or whatever. I don't know. But just the idea that they'd be squirming all over my body, and you had like a bathing suit on, so you know, like I would like put on a hoodie and like your face is uncovered, like.
Well, you can probably
Oh my
find
gosh.
those on YouTube, right? We have to go watch some Fear Factor. Is Fear Factor still on TV?
Some things are just too gross to me. Some things are just too gross. I cannot. My skin crawls too much. I can't do that. I can't do heights. That I could not do because my equilibrium. I could not even make it to the tallest height to even do whatever I needed to do. All that zip lining and all that. I couldn't do any of that kind of stuff.
Zip lining sounds fun. I don't know about skydiving.
Oh, no. Blended wrap for a million. Nope, nothing like that. Hi, wisdom is better.
So what are you guys using in your hair this week? I don't think I asked that question any point during this live. What have you been using this week? Getting ideas. What have people been using? Combos. Because I'm living for this Be My Curl. I am living for it.
There you are. And it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks nice and healthy. So anyone with the experience of the tea, the green tea rinse, how long does it take? I don't know if we got that established from the video, right? I know it's probably not instantaneous, though a few of you guys came in and said that black tea was instantaneous. But how long should we think, to look for the success of that? Yeah. Oh, you can watch.
Oh, and Hulu.
Hulu?
Oh, cool. We're gonna go find it. Cool.
Yeah, I agree, Michaela. But either one is just awful. But yeah, I just don't like to ingest anything.
What with Kenny? I have faux locks in right now. I'm using Dangerous Prickly Pear when I take them
Oh.
out. Did you do them yourself? Did anyone ever see that Brandy Rell video? I don't know if anybody follows Brandy Rell on Instagram or her YouTube. She has a ton of hair, and she did mini twists all over her head, and that's what I'm feeling like my weekend is looking like. I feel like I want to do some sort of protective style.
Yeah, I don't like
I definitely
exposed
feel like want a protective
heights.
style.
Sharon Johnson. I can't even go across something that
Curlsmith.
I know in my sensible mind is a clear, a glass thing that you have to walk across. I think there's something in either another country, it could be in this country. I don't think it is though, where you see the earth, you see the ground, you're high up, and all you have to do is walk across. It's frightening, but I could really relate to the people doing it. Some people just walked across no problem. Other people would be like me. I would have to get down on my knees and really inch my way because I could not, oh my God, just thinking about it right now, talking about it, I could not look through that glass and see the drop. All you are is in a cavern, you are going down into all this rocky area. And I don't even like things like that because who's to say it's protected? It's just something made by man, and how do you know? It's almost like when you type or you speak into something and expect it to pick up the errors and the mistakes. You have to do things yourself, and I just could not do that kind of construction. Something for fun that they put up that people walk across to see who can do it and who can't do it. I know for a fact I couldn't. I don't even know if I could do it on my knees. I'd have to probably slither like a snake on my stomach, eyes closed. Oh my God, just thinking about it freaks me out. I can't. That's why I don't do virtual reality. Those people put those glasses on and they're on the roller coasters and stuff, and oh my gosh, I can't do that stuff. Nope. None of that stuff.
Yeah, I'm hoping the mini twists look cute because I'm not gonna be using any extra hair. It's just gonna be my hair, so we're gonna see. I know these pieces up here.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I can blend them with pieces that are longer, so it's not just twist.
I think
right
they're
here.
cute.
That won't be
Keep
cute.
your hair a break for a while.
Yeah, no, I definitely want a protective style. So I want to finish editing the video I'm doing right now, and then send out some more emails and twist my hair all weekend. That's what's gonna be happening. So I don't know how long it's gonna take.
Oh, somebody used some Curls to Go from Jane Carter. I like when people reach back and try things.
What are some other protective styles that you guys do? What are some protective styling? I definitely kind of wanted to do some, are they called passion twists?
What's that?
I think that's what Rain released. They made it seem so easy, and I think Jujubee did faux locks or something, or she did twists, or I don't know. Everyone's doing twists, passion twist or faux.
You were
whatever
saying
they're
that
called.
she used
But-
elastic band to put them in her hair, and
Yeah.
I said, oh, I can't even visualize somebody taking each individual piece of hair, and it's a long piece of hair, a twist or a braid, and putting a very small elastic band through that. How do you get that through your hair? Is it a regular goody elastic band like that, whether it's black or clear or whatever? That is a lot of hair to pull through a very small elastic band like that, and then put them on different parts of your hair so that you can do a braid. The way she attached the braids,
Mhm.
yeah, to me that is just so complicated. Is it like that? You take a piece of hair and the elastic and attach it that way? Or is there something different that you have to do with it?
Angela, I don't know when that video's coming. The one of you doing my hair. Yeah, my hair is in no position right now for Fugazi. So
we try to save like our wash and go and wetting our hair and things like that for something that we feel like would interest you guys, or things that will kind of like be beneficial. Maybe a new product line that came out and we feel like it'll be okay for our hair, but kind of like fun things like that. That would be a fun video, but because your hair is in such bad shape right now, you feel I don't want to put a risk and just do that, you know.
I mean, are protective styles like useful? Because like my hair is still gonna shed in the protective style. It'll just all come out at once when I undo it, right? Or if I let my hair, like if I keep doing wash and goes, it's going to be my normal amount of shedding on top of the wear and tear from the constant wash and goes. So is that like the benefit? Like you're just kind of just dealing with your normal shedding as opposed to putting wear and tear on your hair from doing it all the time?
Okay. PR912 said she tried.
If your hair shrinks up, stretch them with clips. How do you do that? Clips? Are those like the Diva clips? Like the or like the do you just or is it like stretching? Is it like banding?
I don't know.
Terry's still using the Briogeo, yes. Still love the Briogeo, don't despair.
Hi Jessie and Rosario.
Repair.
Welcome. Joico products. I used to use Joico years ago. I loved Joico. Was that what I held up before? Was that Joico? Oh, yeah, that was Joico purple shampoo I had. So because there's so many out there. I think Redken I tried one time. This was on sale, I think, at Ulta one time, so that's why I got Joico. But I like the brand Joico.
Deborah James, you braid it first and take another piece and wind it around the braid, and it looks like dreads. Is that using like extra hair? Yeah, I think that's how people do like the faux locks. It won't lessen shedding, but it limits manipulation that cause undue shedding and damage. Okay.
Okay.
I think feed-in braids would look good on you. What are feed-in braids? Like, you feed in extra hair? I thought about going and just getting like 2, like the time I went to that Jane Carter event.
Right, yes.
And that thing lasted, it could have lasted longer, but we had to film and stuff, so I took them out. But I just had like 2 braids going this way, and they were super long. And I loved that. I rolled out of bed every day, just slick my little edges down. That was so easy.
Feed-in braids is the way they did the extra hair. I always wanted to know how people get braids in their hair and all of a sudden they get length.
Yeah,
and
so
then
like
I saw it that
they
day.
use your hair and they just keep taking pieces and
Okay.
like adding it. Remember that when I finally took them out?
Yes.
It was just that huge mound of hair.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my
It was a
god.
lot of hair.
That was so easy. I bet that's cheap too. Probably like
Package of
50
hair.
or $60, like just to like
A package of hair, right?
yeah, and then like I mean to go and like just get it done just for them to like just put 2 braids like
Oh, you mean have somebody else do that?
yeah, I would go and get it done
Okay.
so they can like make it look nice and slick and
I would be nervous though, because if your hair is like very weak and tender right now, and when they braid, people braid hard, like they just be grabbing hair and twisting it in, and I would just be like, wait, like just be careful. Oh, guys. Okay, another story. So this week, I had to go to the dentist. Okay, so now I have viable insurance. Okay, like I really actually prefer being on the state insurance because basically it's just like all the same. So I went a few weeks ago. I think I told you on Friday night I went for a cleaning and all that was great. And then they found, of course, a gazillion problems. Because now you have viable insurance, so they keep looking. Even though when you didn't have it, they found a gazillion ones back at Christmas time. So 6 in one hand, half a dozen in the other, as I always say. So I had to go back for the consultation. I was there for about 2.5 hours for the consultation. They tried every which way, every possible thing to try to convince me to... I was ready. I wrote to you. I'm like, hey, they're on extraction now. They're ready to pull my teeth. They're like convincing me that my teeth are that bad they had to be pulled. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I don't like this at all. I said, no offense to you, because, you know, again, the professional, you can't say anything to professionals because they know more than all of us, okay? I'm like, but I never in my life, I'm like, my teeth are white. Just because they're white doesn't mean like everything is okay with them. But the things that they were finding, first of all, I think I told you a few weeks ago they want to break my jaw and refix my teeth. And
that's
I
where
said,
you lost me. Like they want to break your jaw.
yeah, so when they didn't convince me of breaking my jaw and pushing all my teeth back in because of the overbite, I'm like, no, that's like basically my trademark. I like my little overbite. Leave my little overbite alone. So once that I didn't give it to the breaking of my whole jaw, Now they're trying to tell me that basically my teeth were gonna fall out of my mouth. So she had, you know that thing at the dentist, like pick, keep picking, tapping, picking. So she goes like, oh, your teeth are very weak. She said, like this one right here. She said, this one's about ready to fall out of your mouth. And then she's like, I'm like, well, wait a minute, take that pick, stop touching it then. Why you keep tapping on it? You're trying to prove to me that it's gonna fall out and it's gonna fall out right in my hand? Like, stop, I'm a YouTuber, please don't do that. So then she circled around, she found more. So then she's like, well, it's up to you. She said either like you let me do something to it now, she said, or later on, she said it's gonna cost you $5,000 per tooth. And I'm like, and I said, you know what? I said, tomorrow's our promise to you. I said, I'm seeing all these YouTubers. I said, they're getting like a whole mouthful of teeth. I said, everything is just like new out here now. So things that one time frightened people, because she used a line ahead of me that dentistry is different. They're so advanced now. So that's why they're able to spot things before they happen. I'm like, I'd rather see it. I want to see it happen, okay? No, but now they're so sophisticated. So she was seeing things that she supposed could possibly happen down the line. And so I need to get a whole new mouth of teeth.
Girl, your teeth are
that.
nice. They're white, and she made it seem like you haven't been to a dentist in like your whole life. Your teeth were rotting out of your mouth. They had to break your jaw. They were.
I didn't
She said
understand
this one's almost falling out, and she kept scraping.
She kept tapping on it, like trying to convince. This is very weak. Like, see, this is very weak. This is very weak. And I'm like, then take that tool out of it. Stop tapping on it. Then, like, oh yeah, this is gonna fall out any minute. God, I just didn't. I'm sorry I had to keep questioning her, but I did. I just did not buy that at all. And so then she told me that it would cost about the work that I've done was going to be close to $50,000. $50,000, okay, for starters. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. She could not convince me of that. I just was like,
$50,000 worth of work.
Yeah. So I'm like, well, does insurance cover any of it? So then she goes, well, I have to check your insurance. And then she kind of like... Then she got like slinked away at that point and threw me at the front desk basically because she knew it was insane. So I said, well, what do they cover? I said, let's just get started on the thing. I said, what happened to the good old days? If you have a cavity, they drill it out and put in some filling. Oh no, it was way far gone beyond that. Way far gone, way far gone. Okay, but then what I found out was, remember the dentist that told me about the insurance, and I'm like, I am not a dog. Like, I want, well, now, well, no, what am I? Oh, no offense, baby. Okay, remember the time when I had to have the root canal, and he started it, and then I started having a problem, and he basically told me to go home and take 2 Tylenol, and because of the insurance, he said they weren't going to cover anything.
Here's what Marvin said, dentures are cheaper than $50,000 worth of work.
So she said, I need implants. Every tooth I need an implant for every single tooth. I said for the last 25, well, what, I've been married for 29 years. For the last 29 years, every 6 months like clockwork. You could set your clock by how I go to the dentist. Every 6 months, twice a year. Never miss appointment. I make it there. Whether I can walk, skate, whatever, I make it to the dentist. And you are telling me now, again, 11 cavities, okay? Outrageous, and I didn't believe it for 1 second. They tried to convince me. That's why I said insurance, good, bad, viable, or not viable. They told me that when I was on the state at Christmas time. They're telling me now. I don't believe it. I don't know what this thing. No, this one had 7 cavities.
Yeah, because the one prior said I had a full mouth of cavities, and then like the first day I went to start getting them fixed, he literally drilled in a spot for like 2 seconds and then filled it. Like, I don't know what. Maybe it's teeth that are like almost cavities.
Yeah.
It was literally.
I
think he like filled it.
I think what it is that the state pays so little for dental insurance that they want to try to get as much money as they can, so they inflate the problem. Now this woman, I don't know why she inflated it, that I had like 7 or 8 cavities, and I kept trying to get to the bottom of like, okay, what's the most detrimental tooth right now? Let me like start fixing it. But she didn't want to deal with that. Now she's sending me to a specialist to see that tooth from that dentist that did not want to take care of me, that the root canal, he did basically a half-baked job, because now she found an x-ray and she was trying to show me that the root canal, I don't understand it because I'm not a dentist, but she showed me the x-rays where it's supposed to be completed all the way down the root, but he stopped midway. And I said, wait a minute, you mean to tell me that that was a half-baked job of a root canal? Then like her eyes got wide. Well, I'm not critiquing another dentist's work, but basically in essence that's what she said, that he did a half-baked job. I said, that's that man that kept saying to me the insurance, and then I said, I'm not a dog, you're gonna fix this tooth, and then he told me to come on back in, and he did it, but he obviously he did it, a disgruntled dentist.
You were like, I'm in pain.
I am drooling. My cheek was up
You
here.
like started the root canal and then you lost your insurance and you were like, you're gonna finish this job. It's like, well, the insurance, you don't have
Take two
insurance.
Tylenol. What the heck? The two Tylenol.
And you were walking around like drooling and
Drooling. I
stuff.
couldn't sleep at night. I was getting up and going to CVS at the midnight hour. Okay, so now she discovered that this was, I don't know who did your work. Can you get the records? Well, I guess I could, but he sold the business. Now he done pulled down the shingle. Now it's gone. Okay, so now the other dentist that took his place, I didn't like her attitude because once again, the work was being done. And then at that point, Jay lost his job, and that's when we couldn't go back there because I told her we had the state insurance, but she said she wasn't taking that. And I'm like, how could you not? Like, you act like you cared about my teeth for the last 15 years or whenever she got in there. The other doctor was there first, and then she bought the practice. She has the records and all that. Everybody acts like they care about teeth so much from their dentist, but then when you run out of insurance, nobody cares anymore. So I told that woman, I said, I'm sorry I come with baggage, but I do. I said, you are not about to go into my mouth and drill out anything for $50,000, and then something could happen. I lose insurance.
Will this insurance cover it? I'll check. As if like you just have $50,000.
Yeah, I mean, it was the way she said it was just like nonchalant, like it would only be $50,000, you know. But it was almost like a punishment. She said you could either allow me to do the work that has to be done now, like she was
Aries says, I will
presupposing.
rise again like a phoenix.
Right, that was the story. That was the story. So that dentist right there did a half-baked job because he was mad that he had to do it to begin with, whatever happened to the HIPAA Act or the Hippocratic Oath or whatever it is. But he sat me back down in the chair, disgruntled, half-baked job. So now I'm going to a specialist to see if they can redo the root canal because decay got in there. And I'm like, how does that happen when everything was supposed to have been cleaned up and fixed and all that? And it obviously was not done right. So that's why I'm saying insurance or no insurance.
Girl, that
Yeah.
was the second time you went back there though, because the first time you said they wanted to break your jaw, and I'm still stuck on that.
That was the
that they
first
wanted
visit.
to break your jaw.
And they said, but like basically,
Like,
don't get
why?
nervous. We'll talk about it in the consultation. And that was the 2.5 hours. And I was there longer than I was if I had to have work done. They kept trying to convince me that my teeth were so bad that they basically had to yank them out. We were talking extraction. I'm like, wait a minute, you mean getting some pliers and pulling like I'm gonna lose teeth? And then she said, if I don't allow her to do it, it would change my whole facial structure. It's so ridiculous. All right, she said that. She started with the back teeth. And I have to get myself together. This is too. Thank goodness I wasn't doing this the other day, but oh my God, on the way home, me and you. And thank goodness you were in the room because we could have handled it. All right.
We would have been crying. Like,
She said she got to start pulling the back teeth, and they are the ones that like hold you. They're the ones that make you smile. Okay, it's a lot going on in your mouth. So when you smile, it's the back teeth that are keeping the whole program together. And when you start losing your teeth, this is why she's trying to convince me to get this work done. Okay, when you start losing them, she goes. You know, another 20 years on my life. It'll make me look 20 years older. Well, guys, you know, I was like, oh, wide-eyed. I'm like, what do you mean 20 years older? I'm like, oh, God, the facial creams and all this stuff. God, I can't even talk about it. We can't talk about laughing. We're going to have to set up a camera and talk about like we have some sense. Because it's serious stuff, because people need to know these things. That they will try to convince you of anything.
she said if you didn't let her do her work, you were gonna get 20 years tacked on your life.
Because she's gonna have to pull my teeth starting from the back, and the back supports my smile. So no longer could I smile because she said, you know, like your lips will be puckered. She said, because you're gonna lose your smile when you just pull the back teeth. And that's just for starters. But basically all of them had to be extracted. All the teeth in my mouth would have to be extracted if I did not allow her to do this work. Okay, I said, YouTubers all the time give a whole brand new set of teeth. So she said, well, those are implants, and do you have $50,000, $60,000? And I said, who has that kind of money laying around? Well, that's why I'm saying that you can't get implants in the future. She said, you're gonna have this work done now. Basically, if I did it, she'd have to extract the teeth, and the implants were out unless I had $50,000 or $60,000. I mean, the whole thing is insane. All right, the
Bro,
whole
like
thing.
looking at you, your teeth are white. They're fine. Like, and they wanted to pull all
I
your
can
teeth
just
out.
imagine
Wow.
if someone is not as strong-willed as me and no, like I own myself. Like I always walk into a room and I always say I have presence. Like no one's gonna pull the wool over my eyes. I don't care who you are, what title you hold. I'm not impressed. Okay, I still will talk you down or I'll debate you on
She
something.
thought you were Boo Boo the Fool.
She really did, and so I'm glad that I'm like, oh really? Well, can I? Oh my God! Like I was just like, I don't believe you. I said, no, I don't believe that. I said, for 30 years, I've gone to the dentist every 6 months. I don't believe you for 1 minute. I don't, why you're doing it, why you're saying what you're saying, I have no idea, but I don't believe you for 1 second. And I said, well, there's a chance I'll have to take that. I guess that they'll just all fall out of my mouth, and I'd rather them fall out naturally than for you to yank them out, extract them out. So, no, they weren't pleased at all. But, so, I don't know. I don't know what that was about. It's just like the way, the new dentistry way, it's just new, what's that? I don't know what this new dentistry thing is. They have new information now. They know things. They can see things. They could presuppose the problems in the future. I don't know what this is about, but again, is. But it's insane that she's trying to convince me, and I don't know if other dentists are trying to convince people of this ridiculousness that a woman that went there.
But this is the second dentist you've picked that's to talk like craziness.
Yeah, I don't know what this is about. I don't know. Do people just not go to? I've seen some. You know, I've seen some pretty shady teeth out there. So I'm wondering if people just don't go to a dentist anymore. And when they get a pigeon or a victim in the seat now, they try to get as much money as they can from the one that went to the dentist because no one really is going to dentists anymore. I don't know what it is, but they really are trying to soak you for everything you have.
Insane.
And when you are in school, they taught me how to talk on the telephone. They bring like a little telephone in the classroom, and somebody would go out in the hallway. It'll soak you. I used to love the telephone days. And they would teach you how to call like 911 or whatever it was back then. I don't remember. And they would do that. Then they'd have the dentist come to the school. They went to a little Catholic school, so cute. And they show you, like, if you do this, you don't get cavities, all of that. Well, that wasn't necessarily true. But there's no way in the world that I have at least tried to go to the dentist every 6 months my entire life. My entire adult life, shall I say. And now I have this many cavities. I don't understand. I was only without a dentist for approximately maybe 3 or 4 months. When my husband lost his job, then we kind of like went through that span, and then finally I got on the state, and then I started going right back right away. So I don't understand that little 3 or 4 month gap that I didn't go every 6 months, just maybe 9 months I didn't go at that point. I don't understand how all of a sudden I had 11 cavities at Christmas time.
11 cavities.
And now she said I have 7. So who's telling the truth? I don't believe I have any. Possibly maybe 1, but there's no. I'd rather like the pain star. Normally, you know you have a cavity if you try to eat something sweet, and it's like, oh, you can't do it, or you bite on something and it's painful. There's no indication, but she seemed to have like this laparoscopic equipment that she could see through the teeth, because my teeth were so see-through. She said they were so thin that she could see so much damage, and I'm sorry, I just don't buy it. I don't buy it. And she's about to extract 1 tooth out of my mouth.
Extraction. You're that bad. You need to have them pulled out your head.
They can't even be damaged. They can't even be fixed. What happened to the drilling and the little filling with the little enamel, and you have a little cavity, and it's fixed? No, they are so bad off that they have to be pulled out of my mouth and replaced with what exactly? I said replaced with what? She said because other than that I'd lose my smile, and so my mouth would like be sunken in. So then she wanted to do crowns. Oh my God, that was it. When I heard the word crowns, do you know how much a crown is? And she said I would need. She'd order like a full set of crowns for all the teeth in the top. Like every tooth needed a crown so that I could have them by the time I was 90. I said, ma'am, I don't care if I don't have my teeth in 10 years. I'll be happy to have my teeth now. Like when I'm 90, like do I really care if I have teeth when I'm 90? I'll be happy to have my life when I'm 90, let alone my teeth. I don't care about my teeth at 90, okay? But she was trying to save my teeth so that when I'm 90 years old, I'd still have, like, who cares? Who cares? I'm sure I'll have them because, like when they find skulls and stuff, you always see the skull, like the bald head's white skull, you'll see they always have teeth. So teeth survive, okay? Teeth survive. So I don't get it, but yep, she was going to do. She said the practice was about preventative. That's what it was. They were proactive. They were trying to prevent a problem before it happened. I'm like,
so she had to crown all your teeth. Better yet, just pull it before anything can happen.
Yeah, I probably misunderstood the word crown because I think I was thinking of gold caps, almost like grills. Almost like grills? I'm like, am I going to go around with like gold grills or something? Like, no. But, so I think maybe I think in my mind caps and crowns. But she said every tooth would need a crown. To me, that would just be like big, fake, like white teeth in the front. What does a crown look like in the front of your mouth? It seems like it's not my tooth. So what does it look like? What does the crown look like, girl?
Girl, a crown
Yeah.
in front of your mouth? Girl, I don't know,
Every
girl, but you
tooth
were gonna
needs to be
have it
crowned.
all over your mouth.
Yep, I need to set. First we start off at the top. Every tooth needed a crown.
Girl, doggy's been out too long. We're gonna finish to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's been like an hour.
She did love nail polish. She said she had to get a root canal and crown this year. And I'm still paying on it. Yeah, yeah. It's just. That's why you did it in money. Right?
Doggy just had an accident. He needs to get that.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
A big one?
No.
Okay. Aw. I'm so busy laughing talking about my crown, little doggy. He had a little accident. Aw, doggy. See? The dentist now still costing me. Now she's costing work around here. Yes, it was Wisdom is Better. It was a new one. Because when at Christmas time, I didn't buy that craziness. And at Christmas time, I had the state insurance, which is Medicaid for the state of Connecticut. And so I didn't go back with this one because I felt like if they were going to try to like rip me off at Christmas without viable insurance, as they called it, now that I had some viable, I didn't know what they would be telling me. I figured like he'd really sock it to me because he would try to make up for it when I was on the state, and now that I have some viable insurance, I didn't know what, so I didn't trust that. So I came out and found another one and started all over again because the one that I had, that, you know, the one with the insurance and the dentist bought it, I didn't like her attitude when I lost insurance because I felt like people should work with people when they're going through financial hard times. Yet I was told since then that life does not work like that. People don't care about if you have financial hard times. I said even if you've been with them for years and you're going through a rough time and they know that you're good at your word and they know that they would get their money eventually, it may not be right like that very minute, but like I would be good for it. But no, so I felt like she really played hard, and she kept sending me these letters. If there's anything I can do, I think I told the story. I'm like, why do you keep sending me if there's anything I can do? I told you what you could do. You could see me without insurance and help me out. Like now that you keep saying, you know, if there's anything I can do, why do you keep saying that? It's so disingenuous. If there's anything I can do, yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. They said my husband was sick and we didn't have insurance, and oh my God, I'm so sorry to hear this. Is there anything I can do? Yes, I'm asking, can I still have my 6-month appointment? Well, I can't do that. Well, then what can you do? I said, why do you say, is there anything I can do? Do you do dishes? I said, do you wash cars? Do you do hair? What more could you do for me other than my teeth? You're a dentist, right? So if you can't do my teeth, then why do you keep asking me, is there anything I can do? All right, that's what you can do. So
you wash dishes.
So yeah, no. So that's why I didn't go back to that one. And so now I had to get a new one, and I'm tired of this. All these people telling me I have all these cavities. Guys, you think there could be some truth to it?
Girl,
I don't know. It's just
the
ridiculous.
truth is probably somewhere in the middle, but I don't think you need your jaw broken.
And I don't think I have 11. I don't think I have 7.
You need
I
your
think
teeth pulled out your head.
I'm not saying I have none, but I'm saying the extraordinary amount. And even if they have all this equipment and they can see through the teeth and that there's one developing, well, just let it develop. I'm okay with my mouth. Just let it develop. And when it does, and it gives me a problem, I can't eat candy and food and all that, then I'll say, oh, my tooth hurts, I gotta go to the dentist, okay? That's what I would like to do. Don't try to pre-think what might possibly happen, because I don't believe it. Every tooth was accounted for that day. Every tooth had a problem. Every tooth had a problem.
Hi, K family. We're joining from Trinidad. What time is it in Trinidad? What else is there to discuss, guys? It is 10:30.
Angela said 2 years ago she got an implant for her mouth to look nice for her brother's wedding. That's such a sweet spirit. Like, you really, really, really love your family. That is so sweet and precious. So she looked nice for her brother's wedding. And did you finally pay it off? Yeah, it takes forever to pay off these things.
Oh, it's the same time it is here. That's cool.
Really? Okay.
10:30 p.m. Oh, Trinidad is in our time zone. Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
They're matched, so crowns are very well matched, but they're not your teeth like the what are teeth, enamel or porcelain, whatever. So do they ever discolor at any point? Because guys, you know I am like the Crest whitening strip queen. You know I love me some Crest whitening strips. That's why my teeth are always like over the top white. They look like doll teeth. They're so white at times. So do they
Crest
ever?
white strips really work.
They do. do they ever discolor when you eat food or different things? Does the crown stay the color of your teeth? Because your teeth are not like white like that. Your teeth are like
Off-white.
yeah, they're like yeah. Oh, because by the time you get to be an adult, like you've had food, different things, your teeth are not snow white. So where did that idea of snow white teeth come from? Like when you draw pictures as a child and you put teeth in somebody's mouth, they're white. Because teeth, quite frankly, are not white. They kind of like mix the ingredients. I saw them one time when they were going to do a filling, and they put a little bit of coloring kind of to make it look like a tooth. Like it's not just slapping in like snow white enamel or whatever, because it would stand out from your teeth that are in your mouth that are not snow white like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is laughable, Britt Ferguson. That's why we could barely get the story out, because as I'm telling it, it's insanely hysterical, because it makes no sense. I mean, all the tools, all of the procedures. Oh my God, if I could have done it, but I didn't know that they would have me. The equipment, I've never seen so much equipment. They put a plate in my mouth to hold my tongue down to prove to me how bad it was. So they told me, open up my mouth and put something like with this width. And I had to open up my mouth, and then they put this great big silver hard silver thing in my mouth, and I pull it down, and I'm drooling and everything. And then they took like almost like salad tongs, and that they pulled my mouth one way. I so bad wanted to take a picture because I always bring props, and I said like, the MADCURLS family's got to see this. No one will believe it. I had this great big old huge smile. Oh my God. And I created myself because I had all the
You said salad tongue.
They were like salad tongs, and I'd hold my own mouth open. It was just insane. So then finally she goes, I'll hold open this side. So she pulled it like, and I so bad wanted to get the phone, but I didn't think it was a good idea, because I felt like people don't want to be recorded. They get so nervous, especially when they're doing dead wrong stuff. So I didn't want her to think like I was trying to do anything like report her or whatever, because I know it was shady stuff, and nobody ever wants to stand by their stuff. So, well, why are you taking a picture or whatever? So I just like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna have to explain it the best way I can Friday night, because this was crazy. And I think I told you, I'm like, this story has got to be told Friday night, because this is crazy.
So crazy.
So yeah, the salad tongs, pulled it like great big smile, hold it there, and all this equipment. My palette was up there, my tongue was down here. I mean, just crazy equipment, and took a gazillion pictures to prove that I had all of this damage. And so I have a consultation with another doctor. Now it's a surgeon. So if she couldn't get me one way, she could try to get me another way. And I'm like, when I call the office, they seem to be like familiar. Also, they knew like I was coming in for a retreatment of a root canal. And I'm like, I haven't said anything yet. Like, how would they know that? Does she just always send everybody over here? Like, do they get kickbacks over here? How would they know I'd be called? I didn't say what. That's all they do is retreatments of root canals. So, who knows, guys? The story shall continue next week.
We'll let you know.
We'll let you know.
Oh, I'm sleepy.
Girl.
That was a
Yeah,
lot.
that was a
Guys,
lot.
who else is tired? It's 10:30. I have to finish editing video. I wrapped a whole bunch of those boxes today. That was a lot of work. And I didn't take a nap today. I think that's why I'm tired. I didn't have time. I think we're gonna start the goodnight roll call.
Soleil 19 was a dentist, a new dentist in the town that I got lost that night. Because that was the same day, right? It was the same day I went to the dentist, and then when I went
Yes.
and then I went, probably had me all upset and nervous. I want to lose my teeth, and so I lost my mind, my memory that day. I was losing everything. You know what?
Make sure you like the video on the way out so you can save it.
But
Come back for a good laugh.
Is it Skousen? She said root canals are the worst, and I've heard that my entire life. However, I didn't feel like mine was, and now I'm wondering why it wasn't, because obviously it wasn't properly done. The aftermath of it 2 or 3 days later was the worst for me, but during the time, I was told, almost like the way they try to scare women when you have babies, you're going to die a million deaths and come back to life and die again, and I really didn't find that childbirth was that difficult like that. And I'm not saying it was like like a walk in the park, but it wasn't the way you've heard the stories over the years. If it was, then why would people keep going back for more? Okay, so that to me was and is over exaggerated childbirth, and it was I don't know, it was natural, so I've had it all ways. Okay, well, I have never had a cesarean, but I've had natural, so it's tolerable. This root canal thing, I heard it was just as bad. Like you die a million deaths, and you want to die and all of that. And I'm like, this was easy. This is why are people so afraid of those two words, root canal? This is easier than a regular dental appointment. Well, now I know why, because it wasn't done properly. Now I know why.
Yep. Good night, guys.
Bye, friends.
Good night. We'll see you guys in our upcoming videos this week. Yep. This was fun.
That's fun. Oh my gosh.
My tiredness just like hit me like a truck.
Did it?
I'm very
All right.
sleepy, and I have to go get doggies mess up off the floor. So I have work to do.
All right, guys. So we're shutting it on now.
We are shutting it down.
All right.
Good night, guys.
All right.
Again, if you sent an email already for a MADCURLS mystery box, just check your emails. Keep checking your emails. We will be sending out more emails
Yeah.
because we got more stuff to clear out. So I know in the video we said, if you don't hear from us in a week, then you probably didn't get one. That's not the case. We still have a lot of products to move out of here, and it's taking longer than a week. So
Yeah,
we are
I
still
mean,
sending emails out.
When like the video release, like they just flooded in, like
Yeah.
bing, 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 like they flooded in, and so we just had to start going down the
I had
list.
to turn the notifications off on my
Yeah.
email until like I was ready to sit down and like go through them because they came in like a flood.
Yeah.
And they still are. People are still sending in emails, but I don't think
And
we
check your
don't have
emails,
enough
'cause-
products to like fulfill every single person that's in the emails. But we are going in the order that they came in. So.
And check your emails if you reach out, because if you respond and you don't respond within 24 hours, like unfortunately we have to move on because there's just too many people on the list. And
Yep.
that's just how we have to do.
Yeah.
Well,
All right, guys.
all right, guys. My God, it's too much. Too funny.
So
Therapy. I had to get it out.
you did, girl. You did. That's so funny. All right.
All right.
So thanks, guys, for coming. Like the video on the way out.
Like it
And
on the way out.
we will see you guys in our upcoming videos.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Girl, you gonna press the button, or am I gonna press the button?
Can you reach it, or want me to
Or
press
I'll lean over. Bye, guys.